Welcome to the Was It Good Though podcast. We'll be bringing raw and unfiltered energy for each movie and TV show that we will be reviewing. Just think of it as turning your movie group chat into a podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jazz.
I am Jason. And man, per usual, I got some house rules I want to run through with you. So let's get started. One, we will be spoiling this review. So if you haven't seen it, you haven't watched it, please stop, go check it out, and then come listen to this review. Number two, please like, share, subscribe. Let your friends know, let your church members know, let your family know what we are doing over here at the Was It Good Though podcast. Number three, have fun. We just kicking shit, having fun with my friends. That's what we do. And last but not least, this is not a kid-friendly podcast. So if you're watching with your kids, that's something on you that has nothing to do with us. Let's get to this review. It's all good, but good evening, good afternoon, or good morning whenever this finds you. This is the Was It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one of your hosts. I am Jason.
I am Jazz.
And we have a host of Commandos with us today to discuss James Gunn's creature Commandos. Man, I don't even know what to start in this one, man. It's a lot of people want to get together and whatnot. So let's start with our brothers and sisters from the other side. Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. I'm gonna allow you guys to introduce yourselves. Of course, I'm gonna kick it off with. I'm gonna let Anthony do it just in case y'all. I don't want nobody to shoot me in case y'all want to do something special. If you want to pass it out, he can pass the rock. But however y'all want to do it, Anthony, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right. I always want them to introduce themselves. Helene is like, no, Bassett, you do it. So Helene is like my commander. So when
no, whoa. So Anthony, all you gotta do is put a little bass in your voice. You know what I'm saying? Put a little.
No.
And then
she carries a gun, Jason.
We do too. You do, you know.
No.
Yeah, we all got them at this point. It's just like which side you need at this point.
All right, G.I. Robot.
January 21st, I will. January 21st, I will. But as of right now,
want me to check it for you? Want me to check? I'm gonna kill and a pusher.
Jason act like I won't curb stomp his ass.
What?
I'm done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hi. I am the nice one. I am Anthony Sterling, aka your friendly neighborhood super Negro, and 1/4 of Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends, which we have had Jason and Jazz on numerous times. They are our brother and sister in pod. I have been calling them pod sluts, and now we shall garner that. We are pod sluts as well.
We, a little bit, just a little slutty.
Just a little bit, you know, except on Sundays, the Lord's Day.
Because we are fuck on Sunday too. I don't get damn about none of that.
I was gonna say I'm double slutty on Sunday.
You see what I'm talking
about? Jesus judge you, you're a whore.
That's
anyway,
fine. I'm okay with that.
Along with me,
I know a nigga named Jesus that will judge me, but never mind.
No, yes, let's stop. You can call immigration on him. But along with me are two beautiful queens of podcasting. And we will start off with that sassy ass bruiser herself, the enforcer of the podcast, Miss Helene Tarragano, aka Coretta with the Beretta. And yes, she does have a Beretta. Bang, bang. And y'all, our podcast is never complete without that slightly annoyed, slightly caked up priestess of beige rage herself, Miss Britt Williams, right there. She might be in the middle in the recording. She's the lighter skinned it. She's light skinned it, and she is right there.
She's a light, bright, damn near white one. That's what they used to say in junior high and high school to me.
There it is. She is the wigger among wiggers, but we love her.
And she is wiggers. Like you like the top. You like the top Drake. Like how do you do that?
She is older than Drake, so yeah, she came first.
I'm extremely older than Drake.
I mean, she's supposed to.
on here.
That's what
Like,
I'm talking about. That was good.
That's what a real man would make.
That was
That's
good.
right, Jason.
Hit
That
it with
was
the Batman pose. No,
Not that one.
I'm talking about the one behind Michael head. Just stand over like this when you see it. Like you see it. Like yeah.
I don't know, man. You
Oh,
have a
yo,
little boy next
you was
to
like
him. You don't
this.
want
Look,
that.
you was
Yeah, you was kind of.
You know, I can't.
just like that.
Yeah, that was a little sugar in your speedo. So
she suck it off.
no.
Hey, what's up?
Whoa, no.
but
Wait, Robin?
No.
You want Robin to do what?
Jason said
that's
Batgirl.
okay.
Nasty ass.
But the next up on the podcast is our brother Micheal. How you doing, sir?
Doing good. Thank you guys for having me. I've been having a long day, long stressful day at work, so I'm glad that I can at least, get to this point of, taking some stress off of my day. And I got called because I'm a manager in construction, so I gotta be at a job site tomorrow at like 3:30, which is not normal, but the company upper management have been having issues, so they need some help. So
Hey
yeah.
man. Sometimes
That's
you
his
gotta
way
come
of
on
telling y'all to wrap this shit up at a time.
Yeah.
Hey,
In a
man.
timely
Oh,
No,
fashion.
no.
He can
Actually,
drop.
that's
He can
the
drop at
opposite.
any
Actually,
point.
the opposite.
He can drop at any point.
I don't know what Jazz is drinking, but pass it over.
If you was close, I got you. I would definitely pass you some
Hey,
shots.
look, my brother can drop off at any point. The show I watched your review
Thank
with you
you.
guys, and it made me excited to see whatever because y'all was talking around it, and I don't like when people do that. I was
Yeah,
like, no,
I couldn't say shit
I was
for
like,
weeks.
I know, I was like, talk about it. I was talk about it, motherfucker. Talk it, say the word, say her name. I was just playing,
So
but
aggressive.
Okay.
Chill out,
Sandra
Jason.
Bland.
I was
I'm
excited.
sorry.
He had me excited. I was glad to see it. But last but not least, what did he say?
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But last and certainly not least, been trying to get our brother. He'll be back here soon. Chris, Thug, nasty Thug. Hey.
That's how I'm feeling tonight. But nah,
Oh God.
yeah, that's how I'm feeling. It was good. But nah, I also had a very long day, but not necessarily a bad day, but just a lot to do. But yeah, thank y'all for having me. Micheal, nice to meet you. I've seen you on the pod a couple times, so yeah, definitely nice to meet you. Britt and Helene, nice to meet y'all as well. So yeah, thank y'all, Jason and Jazz. Thank y'all for having me. So yeah, just I enjoyed this show. So looking forward to talking about it.
But I'm gonna pass this over to Jazz. And wait,
you pulled a me, but you're gonna see it on the replay. At this point, you're gonna be like, "Damn, I did." But
Jazz.
Yes, for episode 137, we are reviewing James Gunn's Creature Commandos. And originally, we were going to do What If? And I know that I hit everybody up at a last couple of days before this review of like, yeah, no, let's go ahead and switch that up. But I just wanted to cover, do a quick 10-minute. So for anybody listening or watching, if you have not seen the latest season of What If, we are going to probably spoil this just within 10 minutes. But that's it. And I had sent y'all some questions. Micheal, what you got? Because you got your hand up.
All right, I'll have a 1-minute rant for What If. I'm glad. I mean, I was ready to go in on it, but you said only 15 minutes. Great, perfect. Long story short, this season sucks, and I'm just gonna go around with this whole show sucks. It was a complete waste of my damn time. I think at this point, Marvel needs to have a come to Jesus moment. Honestly, I think the fact of that we get to 3 seasons, and also the black in me is also more pissed off because not only you disrespect the black woman, which is Storm, but you also disrespect, which we'll get into that, but you also disrespect a man who has a movie coming out literally less than a month, and after 3 seasons of you shoving down the white British Captain America woman down our throats, the one person that actually has a movie that has a movie coming out that, because movies matter, in terms of financially, we only get 1 episode. Shame on you, Marvel. Shame on you. And you gave this, woman all the powers of the universe and stuff, and basically made her God, acting like you can't write female characters. Just like, you know what make a female character interesting? Let's just give them all the powers. That's because there's no other way the general audience will like them. right? Right. And then and also, you know how we tease y'all with Storm? Guess what? We're not even gonna give her a damn episode. We're just gonna take the woman like some off the damn, toy box and stuff and just put her in here, even though she's a fan favorite and stuff like that. No, no. So they took the oath from I said in my video, they took an oath from Green Lantern, from the Watcher saying, I'm going to bestow my powers to you, and then you have my powers, just like he could have done that in season one, but just repeat after me. In brightest day and blackest night, I'll be the most powerful bitch in this fight. And that's what they did. That's what they did with all with Space Pocahontas, the damn what's the Howard the Duck female hybrid, and Storm with Mjolnir, and then Captain Carter, who can just Kamehameha through three Watchers, and apparently she might be dead, she might be alive, we don't know. But probably Marvel, she probably alive, she's probably God now, So yeah, I got a lot of words on this, but I'll just pass it there. Shame on you, Marvel.
Jazz,
Okay.
I'm gonna follow. Can I follow up? Or you gonna?
I was.
Come on, I'll tag you in, man.
No, do you think, Jazz? I ain't wanna.
Well, I was gonna. Obviously, Michael pretty much answered the question. I was gonna be like, was it good though? Since that's our tagline. But I see, obviously, Michael answered that. That's a no for you.
Yeah, because that's for Michael. It might not be for everybody.
Right. So I was just like, do a 1 minute vent session. That's completely fine, and then we can go ahead and move off of this. Since Chris is tagging himself in, what do you have, Chris?
Nah, I don't want to intrude. So you go with the flow.
No, I'm going. You're next. I'm going to you.
Okay, so I'm next. So I'm gonna follow with Michael. I didn't care for it either. I was actually texting y'all as it went. I thought the first and the last episode were probably my favorites, but so a couple things. I thought the dialogue was horrible. Like some of the dialogue, I mean, I'm not sure if this was for kids, and I'm trying to not censor myself. Maybe this is for 8-year-olds, and maybe then that's something that will resonate with them. But from an adult, it was horrible. Like the jokes were, I'm already not a fan of the Marvel's humor to begin with like that. I get it, but with this one, it was really bad. But something that Michael, you was talking about, and I won't go too far because you kind of hit the nail on the head. But something that I hate. And Abigail, I don't know if y'all seen the vampire movie.
Yeah,
Abigail,
yeah.
So a trope that I hate is I've been having powers for 200 years, and you are twos, and since he's been having this for eons, and then these guys are, I'm assuming, just as strong, if not stronger than him. I get powers that you've had for eons, and I can beat you. That makes no sense. And especially within Marvel, you've have established characters to where they get powers. They have to learn how to use them. So you're telling me I can get these cosmic level powers and I immediately know how to use them and I can whoop people's ass? Brett's shaking her head, but I hate that trope. It needs to be some sort of build up, but I wasn't a fan of it. Peggy Carter's a little obnoxious. She's not really for me. And I do like strong female women characters, but she wasn't really for me. But this show was, this is a miss, man. It was cool. Their power sets at the end were pretty cool to watch, but just as a show, I think that, and this is the last thing I'll say, I think that they need to go maybe more like Twilight Zone to have everything shouldn't be some cataclysmic saving the world event, maybe having being small scale and maybe having it to being maybe it could be some sort of parable or allegory, but just having, and very last thing I'll say, everything doesn't need to reference characters that we've already seen. If we're in another reality, everything doesn't need to be oh, we got this from Stark, we got this from Banner. Let's get some new people or some obscure characters or just make someone up because it doesn't feel like you're in a new reality if you're just kind of harking back to characters that we've already known. So that's my main thing. But this show was it was a miss for me. 1 and 2 was significantly better.
Okay. Britt, were you able to watch season 3 of What If?
So one, really quickly, want to address the whole Abigail thing. The reason why they were able to almost kill her is because she's still in a child's body. Regardless of the level of powers that she has, she's still in a child's body, and a child's body can only do so much. Just like she can't reach maturity physically, no matter how old she's been, she can only reach a certain amount of strength. But with that said, no, I didn't watch. And the reason why I didn't watch, because I only watched for Killmonger, and Killmonger didn't have an episode, so no.
Great.
Well, you did have Storm as Black Panther for 2 seconds.
Wait, what?
Hold on, Brett. But this is, I understand that they were in a child's body, but oh boy, Frank, his name was, able to whoop her ass in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She had powers for hundreds of years. I get if she has limitations, but Frank, he ain't even had the test run. He ain't even tried them out, and he whooped her ass.
almost whooped her ass, and she overestimated her powers. I don't think she utilized them to the full benefit because she just assumed no one could beat her, not realizing, because you know, like when you play poker and the very first time you've ever played poker, you have like, you win because you have that new beginner thing. That's why usually vampires, when they first get their strength, it's a rush of power. It's like, as Anthony would say,
beginner's luck is what you're talking about. He got beginner's luck.
Free power. When you don't know what your powers are, when you don't know how strong you are, when you don't understand your limitations, you go in and you throw your back out. You do all those things. That's why he was able to for a little bit of time, because he had some restraint. But in
that
the
single
end,
tier.
He whooped her ass. They had to.
All right,
jump.
so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because we are not doing Abigail. Y'all go check out our Abigail.
Yeah, Abigail was actually entertaining. It was entertaining. I
Yeah.
had a good time.
All right, so
man.
back to what if. Helene. I'm sorry, Britt. You had something else. I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off.
No, I was just saying I completely agree, though, that they need to stop trying to pull us in with the exact same characters time after time after time. It gets boring. It's different universes we're looking at. It's just, no, they need to introduce like either brand new characters that are.
They did for 2 seconds. But yes.
What was the word you utilized? The side characters, the ones who aren't so present all the time. I think that would have been far more interesting. Yes, they put Shang-Chi in there, and yes, I was about to watch Shang-Chi because, my God, that man is so fucking beautiful. But with that, look, I watch people I want to fuck, okay? Let's be honest.
All right, so we're definitely picking it off of Britt. All right, Britt, put it off of you.
Ma'am.
Helene.
Mute that whore's mic.
That's not that fake pussy.
I see the vision. I'm with you, Brett. I do the same.
I'm teasing.
But Helene, your thoughts on season 3 of What If?
My God, I have to follow that. Okay. Season 3 was a miss. It was not. Season 1 was probably the best season for me. 3, the fact that I made it halfway through those episodes and was like falling asleep each time I would try to watch one, let me know that it was a miss. The mashups of what they were doing was just, they were odd. The way they were ending the episodes was odd to me. They weren't really ending them. It was just kind of a, like, it wasn't even a cliffhanger end. It was just, that's it. And then the episode would end. There was no questions answered. It was like the first one, Banner just kind of walked off into the sunset. And I was like, that some of the endings made no sense to me. And we touched on it on our podcast last week about either introducing new characters, bringing back old characters, trying to circle around about the multiverse, or just completely tie up the stories. And they didn't tie up anything. And they were real roundabout the way that they did it, but it didn't put it into anything. It didn't tie up anything. And I mean, I echo everybody's agreement with Peggy Carter. She should not have been the center of what was going on, especially she got a 2-story arc, and then she ended up being completely superhuman when you have an Omega level mutant in Storm, who then has Thor's hammer to make her ultimately a god. And like y'all said, a super soldier is whooping motherfuckers' asses that have had their powers as the Watchers for how long? Yeah. Like the shit made no sense.
Right. But it's the power of the white woman. You don't understand. Right. Marvel's telling you that. Even against space Pocahontas, the indigenous, the blacks, all of them. Even the British won. The British is coming.
All right. Anthony, your thoughts. Because Michael's ready for another tangent.
I am.
He's so ready.
All right. This ain't gonna be a Drake-like tangent or rant. I think out of everybody, I'm probably the only one who found some fun in this final series, because this is it. There's What If is done. Now it may come back, but I'm hoping it doesn't come back in that iteration. I do agree with Mike, and I still have some issues. I was a huge What If comic fan. And one of my all-time favorites is What If Spider-Man became the Punisher? And if they would go into that kind of what if, you don't have to necessarily feed it on the comic books, but you can do what if so and so became this, or what if, Banner didn't blow up in the gamma bomb. Like they had those kind of stories. With this was Marvel like basically saying, all right, we just got to get this out. We got to get this out the way. X-Men 97 was our biggest hit. Thank the 2D animation gods. So we'll just hurry up, rush through What If. We're gonna bring the characters somewhere. The thing with Storm, that was a huge dropping of the ball. But the thing is, if you read the interviews from some of the creators, they had just found out that they could use Storm.
I did see that.
Like a lot of this stuff was last minute changes. The not the Riri Tears, but the Riri Williams episode is one I actually enjoyed. Enjoyed that one. That one was well done. And that was supposed to come out after the Ironheart television show, which was supposed to drop last year.
Yes.
And people complained about the What If episode because it was like, well, y'all only showed Riri Williams for 5 minutes in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Why should I care about this? So they knew when Marvel made them big changes because of Jonathan Majors mess up, and folks weren't feeling the multiverse saga, and they had to hurry up and try to pivot, but their pivot foot wasn't set perfectly. They just had to get rid of it. They had to put it out, and this is why they dropped it one a day. Here you go. Take it. I enjoyed the Howard the Duck and Darcy episode.
That was weird.
Funny.
Yeah,
it was weird, but that's
don't get me wrong. I love Howard the Duck. That was one of my favorite 80s movies.
I'm fine with Howard the Duck.
Even in the movie, they teased that Howard was fucking old girl, but it was still weird as shit.
Yeah.
We had duck titties. But the thing is, that is What If. That episode, that is What If is all about. How weird can we take it with a crazy scenario? The first episode, you turn the Incredible Hulk into Godzilla and Kaiju. Okay, that seems fun. I like the Mighty Morphin Power Avengers. That was okay.
Mighty Morphin Power Avengers.
Voltron.
I thought it was Voltron. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They did Voltron. Episode 2 I thought was really sweet with the whole Agatha and Kingo and all of that. I thought that was cool.
That was a useless ass episode.
It was. Again,
it was useless.
It was filler. But they knew they dropped the ball. That's why they did what they did. It was like, all right, look, 7 or 8 days, here you go. All right, trust us, we're coming back. We're gonna find a way to make things right again. And if y'all ain't seen that Daredevil Born Again trailer,
oh yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that's
Marvel, I think, finally woke up. They know what they need to do.
Stay on topic.
Bitch, this is topic.
That is not.
That is topic. What I'm saying is, though they dropped the ball, they seem to be picking it up again. What If was a ball drop. Season 1 was good. I thought season 2 was stronger. That's just me.
Okay.
Because season 2 with the whole Doctor Strange run, I thought that was dope as fuck. But yeah, I liked it, and like for me is mid. So season 3 is mid.
Okay.
It is very mid,
Jason.
There it is.
Michael, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hear what Jason got to say.
Go ahead.
I ain't got too much to say. I don't want to waste my breath. As if they wasted my time. Yeah, back to you, Jazz.
Okay. Michael, what you got?
So I want you to, I can't share my screen here, but there's a writer known as Matthew Chauncey. He was one of the head writers for Marvel's What If season 3, because one of the writers from season 2 actually left. He's also, and his name is very important because he's the guy that's actually replacing Beau DeMayo for X-Men 97 season 3.
Is that who they hired?
So, yes, that's the guy.
That brought forth the rewrites for
the
season 2. Okay.
Right. So now season 2 won't have an issue because Beau already wrote it. So that's already done. Season 3.
But I thought they made changes.
I thought they did make changes.
They were making changes.
No, they made changes, but the base story they got has already been. Yes, it's already been by Beau. But I'm saying for season 3 and all that. Yes, that's that's Matthew. But speaking on Matthew, this makes me concerned about X-Men 97, but also makes me concerned just about X-Men period in the MCU. And see, with great power come great responsibility, right? It came from them, god damn it. So it's like you would think that they will understand it, but they don't. And when you have some of these iconic characters, it's one thing of knowing how to utilize them the best way of their ability, but knowing that you know what, hey, some of these characters are good on their own, but we actually put them on good in stories. We can elevate side characters to make it even better than just say, hey, let's just make this one original character and just make the most powerful being in all of the Marvel universe. And that makes you, as a fan or as a viewer, uninterested because it feel like, hey, I don't feel like I actually had a chance to even like this character whatsoever. And one thing what they did with this is like, listen, all those variants that you talk about, they did that in the last 5 seconds of this show, where all of those teases were better than every damn episode. You had Riri Williams as Punisher, even though I have a issue how Riri is in the MCU, but Punisher, okay. You have Deadpool, and with all the arsenals in his back, Deadpool killed the Marvel universe. Maybe let's see. You have the Spider-Man with the 6 arms. That's an actual what if comic. You have Thanos as Wolverine. Like literally. Jubilee as Silver Surfer. I can go on. Like it just
Incredible
I
Hulk
guess you got
as the
one more
Sorcerer
better.
Supreme.
Not only that, you have Mahershala Ali as Blade as Moon Knight. It was in there.
Yeah.
Well, you could
You
really,
had a
you really,
first
you,
shot
you,
of
really
him.
could, you honestly, you could just do Mahershala Ali as Blade. That would have been the what if, because that shit ain't happening.
Right,
Like,
let's
what-
give me something. But no, they gotta wait till Marvel Zombies because that's when he's actually gonna be in it.
I'm
but
excited
but
for
yeah,
that.
anyway.
Hey,
Yeah.
but Mike, I would say
Clearly-
one thing.
clearly
This isn't
Marvel
a
not.
good, this isn't a good start, but I wouldn't be too pessimistic yet, just because I think what it struggled because it didn't really have a story. Like it didn't really have a story to the last 2 episodes. So I guess maybe we have to see what this guy does actually writing a story, because it felt very like Monster of the Week. It felt almost like Supernatural, the X-Files, to where it's just like a Monster of the Week, and then we just getting these characters and just putting them in any scenario. So maybe I'm being a little bit too optimistic, but just giving him a
I
chance.
understand what you're coming from, and I'm
You know
a
what I mean?
person that is optimistic, and I completely understand. Like I'm like as a critic, again, I'm actually the more fair folks in this space,
Yeah.
right? And I'm an advocate for the writers. I understand this is a hard task to take, but at the same time, when you see I'll say laziness in writing, when it's like, for example, the Exiles, the team that they all are, Captain Carter, Storm, that's an actual team in the comics where it's multiversal characters, who come from different universes in a team. Some of them fall off, some of them die off. Hell, you can call Blade and was it Gambit and Elektra as an Exile team in the Deadpool Wolverine. That's basically what they were, right? But why did you not utilize that team in the entirety of the what if series as a consistent thing that you could have continually rotated, but still was based in comics? So the point that you had the creative liberty, but at the same time, you're not pulling something out of your ass, act like you're doing something original and creative, but really you're just being lazy and just not actually utilizing these characters or give me a good, interesting story. And then like the Watchers, I thought he was gonna turn to Living Tribunal. I was like, nope, no, you're thinking too hard. And see, it's this kind of person when the 3 Watchers combined as one. I was like, wait, hold up,
I
they're gonna do
thought the
something cool
same
here.
thing too.
No,
I thought the Living
Yeah.
Tribunal was gonna make an appearance, but
Well,
again, it's limitations. They couldn't go as far as they wanted because Kevin Feige sits on high and he says, yes, you can, no, you can't. So, yeah, they were stuck.
That doesn't seem like a viable excuse.
it's
So they were able
not.
to do actual what if content on the first and second season.
Well, the
So that
first and
doesn't
second
seem like it's
season,
completely viable.
well, no, the first and second season was a rehash of what you saw in the Infinity Saga. That was connected to the Infinity Saga. What if T'Challa was Star-Lord? What if Ultron got all the Infinity Stones? That's all connected to what the MCU proper was. This was them connecting to a saga that just didn't work.
And then
And
it's
that
the first Avengers team we've had post Endgame. Like,
Yeah.
and listen, did you know Nakia was in the Voltron episode? You couldn't even tell that was her until later. It was in the credits. It wasn't voiced by Lupita, I don't think. But
No, it wasn't.
yeah, but it's like Nakia is part of the Avengers. Like, but at least you had an Avengers team post, Endgame. But I'll just say last thing I would say is this. again, we have 1 month away till Captain America. Marvel is telling you we don't give a damn if Sam Wilson is Captain America. So why should we? Right? Because I'm telling you, you have every opportunity in the marketing. I understand we got the show Falcon Winter Soldier, but like you shove another Captain America variant character and gave them like huge exposition when really you should be aiming to prop up the guy who you can have his damn movie in the next month, who have everything in the world going against it, because what, you black, the reshoots, all of it, and all that. I get it.
But Mike,
you have
given goddamn well,
episode?
they have been doing this movie wrong because what's his name? Snapping Turtle. What's his name?
Snapping Turtle.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Has no.
That's fucked up.
I don't really remember names. Hell, I be calling my kids the wrong goddamn names, and I named them.
You talking about Papa Doc?
Yes.
Turtle?
But
You're talking about Clarence.
Mike is so tickled. But no, they have been doing him wrong since the very beginning. Because even he spoke on it in one of those interviews. He was like, I got a movie coming out. I got Harrison Ford. I got and then boom, here comes Wish Your Boy talking about he's back to being Dr. Doom. Completely overshadowed him at Comic-Con.
Yes, I know the reporter who brought that Umberto Gonzalez. How dare you? How dare you put that announcement? Oh yeah, Chris Evans coming back before the fucking movie comes out. How dare you?
Yeah, that shouldn't have been released.
Affect the movie.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
I agree.
They have been overshadowing his movie since the very beginning. And he had one. I'm sorry, but Falcon and
Winter Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier was probably one out of that little siege of Falcon and Winter Soldier
yes, the first wave of Disney Plus shows
and all those. That was probably my number.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I cried with Isaiah Bradley.
I ain't gonna say it's the best.
What and what for me?
What?
That one and Loki go what and what for me?
I personally think it's the strongest story. I'm not a fan of Loki, those type of characters, so I would take that above. And I think Falcon and what's it called?
Winter Soldier.
No, the
Winter Soldier.
Brave New World.
I think if they take a serious tone and like really make this like a strong spy like thriller, I think this could be fine.
I think that's where they're going, because even in the trailers, it feels like Captain America: Winter Soldier. We're back into the political espionage.
Thunderbolt,
we're back into
same vein.
Daredevil.
We're in the same era.
What's that movie with Matt Damon?
Born
Identity.
That kind of like
espionage.
Kind of like a little bit dark. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It's giving me that vibe. And I've told Jason and Jazz is my issue with the MCU is I feel like they need a more serious tone at times. I feel like it is very formulaic, and every movie got go in expecting a tone. And I get it that's like where the money is, but I feel like not every movie should have that tone. And this is a movie to where I think it would benefit from being a little bit more serious, a little bit more darker. And when I say dark, I'm saying that kind of like, I'm not expecting like horror, but like, I just think to kind of like darken the tone a little bit. And I think if they do that, they can make a great movie. And it's just kind of sad to see that like, he's not really getting that push like Helene has said, because this could potentially be like, for people who say that like Marvel is falling off, but I think that's an exaggeration. I think that this could be like a right of the ship in terms of making really good movies again. But we'll see.
Right now.
I think they're gonna get it. I mean, I do feel like a lot of love is being shown to Daredevil.
For sure.
With the tone that they went with that. Ooh. But I think we're gonna show up.
Seeing a leg snap in 4K.
We're gonna show up and show out for Anthony Mackie, though, man. But
we better because if black people respond with their dollar.
Yeah, because I mean, Black Panther, we showed up 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
They did.
With that, we want to
get
into it.
But the sad thing was when Wakanda Forever came out, the vibe wasn't as strong, and I get it. There were
also hashtag recast T'Challa.
But Chris, I'm gonna go to you first. We on 137, Jason.
Oh yeah, that was.
We done did all that already. So yeah, sit your ass over there, Chris.
What's up?
Because you've been seeing a few of the projects that DC has been coming out of the DC camp recently, which since James Gunn pretty much took over. With what you have seen, do you feel confident in future DC projects that are coming out?
I think it's definitely headed in the right direction. I feel like this was cool for what it was, a short, series. especially following Penguin, which was obviously live action. But yeah, this has to be seen as a step in the right direction. But the issue, though, is that animated has never been DC's issue. So actually, I can't really say that. Like, DC's animated has always been fire. So now that I'm talking about it, like, I think Penguin was a stronger step in the right direction than this. Because DC's animated movies, even if you just go to their shows, like if you go to like Teen Titans, is one of my favorite shows ever. Justice League, the one from like the early 2000s, is fucking incredible. The Batman that came out in the late 2000s this is a hot take. I like that better than the Batman animated series.
This nigga, he's not gonna he's not gonna move off that.
Wait.
He's not gonna move off that.
Hold on. You mean the original 90s animated Batman series?
Listen, both are incredible, but the Batman, the one that came out, I think 2008 to 12 or 13, I really love that because it was just a different take on Bruce, and it was just refreshing to see. Y'all can boo me, that's fine.
Nah,
so Jesus got booed, so it's fine. Y'all can throw your tomatoes.
Jesus got booed.
It doesn't mean I'm wrong. It's fine.
Anthony,
it's fine.
I want to go to you for your reactions, and I'm gonna go to Helene.
You muted, my brother.
Yeah, I muted you, my boy.
Muted, yeah, that's God intervening.
No. That's the devil playing tricks, but I don't play them games. Hold on, now look here, youngin. What we not gonna do?
Helene, put your hand down.
On Joe Biden's last days of having internet, is we gonna say that Batman, the animated series, is not as good as the Batman. Now I will say this, but you know what? It to each his own, and your own stays over there.
First off, hold on. Let me stop you for a second. No. Because when people they think that I'm saying that is mid, it can still be a 9.5. But it can still be a 9.
I didn't say you say it was mid, Chris. I'm just saying the Batman, the animated series, is the sole reason you have the Batman. It's the sole reason. No, hold on there, sir.
Let him get his thoughts, gentlemen.
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Oh no, I gotta use all 47 of my fucking years. Hold on.
Go ahead,
because this is how it happens. Batman, the animated series, drops in 1991, right around the time or right after Batman Returns. There we go. There was no DC animation since, or before that, after Super Friends, Batman and Robin back in the 1960s and 70s, Challenger to Super Friends. Warner Brothers killed all animation when it came to the DC heroes. Batman, the animated series, was one of the most lucrative for them, the most popular for them. It reestablished Warner Brothers animation because Warner Brothers animation was out the door. It's the reason Disney had to go back and wake up everybody at Walt Disney Animation Studios to step their games up. I'm not the biggest Batman fan, but when it comes to that, we wouldn't have Superman the animated series, Green Lantern, Justice League, because they all stem from who is it?
Okay, that's true. I'll give you that. That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you were talking about the live action.
No. Live action was always going to be live action.
Oh, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Then. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah. There wouldn't be none of that without it. But with that point, then you could always do that for anything that they say, if this nigga didn't come out before me, I wouldn't be there. That's true, but that doesn't mean that I can't ever be better than him. Like, old niggas always think that what first got to be the best. Like, old niggas can never let go, bro.
And young niggas.
Speaking of Batman.
But what I'm saying is,
old niggas the past, man.
Dog, I touch grass and slap ass. Hold on.
I'm just talking shit. My bad.
I know, and I love you for it. You keep it. Hey, iron sharpens iron, Chris. I like you.
Look at this. I like this. I like this, Anthony. Boy, you got some pussy off today.
You sucked a titty earlier. That's what he said.
Hey,
Batman the animated series showed you that you can make serious animation, not just kiddie stuff. They took stories from the and if y'all go back and look at Batman from the 1950s to the 60s, Batman was a joke. It was very kiddie. It was multicolored. It was, Robin was goofy as hell.
Yep.
But what they did was, just like what Tim Burton did with the movie side of Batman, The animated series made Batman serious.
That's
It
right.
didn't have to go sit and live in the Dark Knight Returns comic by Frank Miller to be taken seriously. The mood was right, the animation, the design, everything was lightning in a bottle. Now, I remember The Batman. That was a dope show. But the one thing that was missing from it, for me, and this is me not saying it's mid, lower, blah, blah, blah. It kind of lost me on how it portrayed Gotham, because one thing that's been missing in even the Batman movies, Gotham is a character. Gotham is damn near the main character. Next to Bruce, next to Batman. The city of Gotham lives. And I thought, and this is how I felt, that the Batman didn't really portray Gotham as cool or as sinister or as, you know, because like I told Jason, I don't know how he's a black ass want to live in Gotham. He'd be dead by the time he came out.
Man, I'm a real nigga. I survive anywhere you put me.
They ain't got no real ones in Gotham. Where did
Tell me, they got Lucius. Lucius doing good.
Lucius Fox?
Yes.
Yes.
Hold up. Helene, you seem like you had a comment to respond.
Yeah, unmute yourself. You can now. Come on.
Go ahead and cook.
What comment do you think I had?
Get this nigga out of here.
No, I mean, look, I am not quite as old as Anthony and Britt, but Batman the Animated Series was the end-all be-all for me. I mean, I still have the DVDs.
I just got it for Christmas.
I've literally had them since the inception of going to Best Buy every, Tuesday when the DVDs would be on sale. Like, I've had them for that long.
Yeah, I had the VHS. I'm sorry, I'm old.
Yeah, you old as motherfucking dirt, but I have the DVDs, yes. But
y'all look good to be old. I like it.
I was watching Master Phantasm last night with my wife. I mean, it's random we're talking about it now.
So good.
It's
so good.
Hold up.
This is why our episodes be long as hell.
The Suicide Squad. What? No, we're not gonna talk about that, because that ties into this shit at least. No.
Yeah.
The Batman animated series walks, so all those shows and films have to run. They all stand on that show. Every last one of them.
Because Batman is that nigga. I done told you. I don't know why I don't even argue about Batman. I just let niggas talk. I just want
to say to Anthony, but you did mention about Gotham not being as sinister, but also Bruce isn't as depressed. So it's a totally different.
No, you're
thing.
right.
So it kind of wouldn't. And that's the reason why I like it. So if there wasn't,
but we like depressed Bruce, just like we like depressed Mary J. Blige. We like.
But when you've seen it 200 times though, and I love Batman. When you've seen it so many times, it is refreshing to see him be like an actual person. And maybe that's why.
No, Chris, I feel you. I totally feel you.
So that's probably why I enjoy it. If there wasn't so many, if there were like more stories where there was like unique takes on him, and he wasn't written the same way, then maybe I would feel differently. But it's just
absolutely fair.
That's probably why I think I like it so much.
Did you watch Mask of the Phantasm?
Say what?
Did you watch Mask of the Phantasm?
As a kid, you talking about the one that came out like late 90s?
Yeah,
it's a movie. It's an animated movie, but
it's an animated movie. That's why as a child,
Okay,
it's on Max right now.
It's the Bruce you like in the Batman. He's actually a lot more lighthearted.
They flashbacks.
It's a lot of flashbacks of younger but happier Bruce. But even when you get to dark brooding Bruce, he is a little more lighthearted in his caricature. But I see what you're saying. No, I agree. It's like I get tired of seeing the pearls flying every time we do a Batman movie, or Uncle Ben getting popped in every Spider-Man movie. We get it. We know that he is a human being. Show us other feelings than I'm mad. My parents are dead, and I'm gonna punch a nigger. But
he definitely says nigger. Britt, what you got?
Hard R.
Oh,
Here's my question: is Batman in Creature Commandos?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He shows up. 2 seconds.
Wait a second. Wait. He shows up. Wait, did he show up? Because I watched
Dr. Phosphorus episode.
And Dr. Phosphorus.
He's the one that took Dr. Phosphorus in.
Yeah.
How good directing was that? That they did not tell you what city did not tell you what city it was in. But I had my reaction actually recorded. Like, we were watching the episode when you see the city landscape, and we're like, wait, where are we? right? You instantly, the DC fan triggers in you, and that's telling good writing, not treating your fans like they're idiots. Like, you know where we at, right? And then, but you still don't know, right? So we still playing the themes of this show, like the stuff going on in this city. You don't know where we at, right? And then all of a sudden, like, wait, something's up here, right? And then it builds up anticipation for 2 seconds, still not relying on the nostalgia of that character. They still build a foundation of us actually growing attachment to all these characters. But I'm like, if you're having this dedication and this depth with these characters, imagine when you're doing with heavy hitters, like with Superman in July, and he wrote all these episodes. That's why I'm like, for me, I'm just happy that this is the direction we're going with the DC universe in terms of each episode. I like certain characters more than others, but you see there's a little dedication in terms of having fully fleshed out characters, not being one dimensional. And that's
Yeah.
very, very key.
I definitely agree with that. I think for me, when I was watching this, I just automatically went to Gotham because I started seeing certain characters. Like, you got Rupert Thorne in this, and I was just like, oh shit, I didn't even think he was gonna be in here. And then of course you got
Yeah.
Clayface, and then you see Batman. So I was just like, oh shit, that's dope.
Well,
But
and the beauty of it is Phosphorus' first appearance in the comic books, Rupert Thorne is in that comic.
In it. Yes.
He's in it. He is the crime boss. He is the one that F's everything up for him. So it's one of the cooler things. And I think that's where James Gunn is really good at. He's good at those deep cuts.
Yeah.
And getting those characters that no one pays attention to. Look, the man made everybody fall in love with a raccoon and a talking tree. Okay. Whether you are MCU fan or not, you knew who Rocket Raccoon was, who got his first start in the Incredible Hulk comic book, and Groot, who came out back in the 1960s because he was written by Stan Lee. Who would know that like James Gunn?
You.
Well, yes, I'm sad. But what I'm saying is, and I can't write for shit, a movie. I need to make money. But again, when you look at something like Creature Commandos, that's another deep cut that came out in the, I think, early 70s.
70s.
Yeah, 70s, because it was Frankenstein, Dracula, and the Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
And that was it. And then they started having more crazier comics and stuff. But
And they dive into old school DC with this show.
Yeah.
Like, you get the World War II DC characters with a GI Robot and which is also they're getting a film is in development. They're writing it with Daniel Craig. But it's like that team and
Sergeant Rock.
Sergeant Rock,
Commandos. Right? Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I used to love that comic, man. That was some white folks with guns. I didn't mind seeing them shoot.
Yeah, it's crazy. Jay, what else you got, Jazz?
And I think I was going to go to Michael with this question because it seems like you were familiar with the characters prior to this because you were familiar with the comic books.
I was familiar with at least two of them. Like, I knew about Rick Flag Sr. I knew about Dr. Phosphorus. Weasel a little bit, but the Nina Magursky, no. Didn't know much about the Bride and Frankenstein. But I knew who they were and to know what the team was. But Rick Flag Sr. was the one I knew the most. Like G.I. Robot, I was also so.
Okay. So let me ask you this: like, going into this show, did you have any type of expectations? And if so, were they met by the end of it?
So when I'm watching this, again, I want the DC universe to flourish in the best of its ability, to have an opportunity like close as Marvel, to have like a full-fledged universe and the dedicated characters over 10 to 15 years. I feel they deserve that respect, right? But with this show, even though I've been fooled before when they want to establish, we're building a new universe, I just don't want to get my hopes high, right? I have the rug pull under me, and so I'm just taking it for what it is. And it wasn't really until episode 4 that since then, like each episode, I've been smiling, either have been feeling emotional, but literally my cheeks were hurting because I was smiling and I was geeking out over the small DC stuff or Easter eggs they're putting in here, and I haven't had that type of joy since early phase 1 of Marvel when I was 13 or something. I had no clue. I just realized I haven't been this excited, and it's only on this show. But
did you say you were 13 in early phase?
So I was So I was so Avengers, when the first Avengers came out, I was 13 or 14.
Ooh.
2012, 2 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
14.
2012.
I was
Oh,
14.
He's young.
Jesus Christ.
oh my God.
Okay,
Don't let the beard fool you.
continue.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
fucking Christ.
Yeah,
This
he
nigga's
is a
the
child, a
age of
young
my.
one.
He's like the age of my kid.
Oh, don't
Mike
remind
is
me.
what the
Don't do
streets
that.
call a YN.
Oh, wow, I am. Okay. But yeah, it has exceeded my expectations. It absolutely did, especially with when episode 4 with the vision scene with Cersei, with that was one. But
Chasing
we're
squirrels.
say again.
Is it chasing squirrels?
Well, yeah, but that also just the Weasel background too. Like that was it was just so devastating. But then it's just like again, we're in this age now where all these villain characters are people that back in maybe 20 years ago would just be the cookie cutter mustache twirling villain is now getting like, man, they're not actually the bad guy. They're just a misunderstood person, or they actually are bad, but what got them to that point? And we're actually understanding that, hey, we're not that far fetched, from becoming those people if we play our cards right. Again, it's going back to the Joker. Like we all can go insane. All it takes is one bad day. And if if you actually understand, what got to these people, point of these characters being viewed as monsters, then it might remind you just treating the person next to you with a little more respect and kindness. Especially even at this also the horrors of this world, like the most like the nicest person in this team is the one that got clipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, shame. I knew that
And
was.
she
I knew
and she
that was
did
coming.
absolutely nothing
Like
wrong.
she was in jail. The princess
Well,
fucked her
yes.
up, boy. Sushi. I said, God.
Phone check.
Naked.
Phone
She
check.
was jugging,
Phone
she
check.
was jugging the shit out that little girl.
Like you didn't have to go that hard.
Yes, she did.
Yeah,
She
she
did.
kinda
She was
did.
trying to. She was trying to kill her. I had to get her
Yeah.
first.
And
Gotta
well,
get
I know
the-
we jumping ahead, but the bride is bogus for acting like the princess did something wrong for killing her, and then want to say that was her friend. That was not your fucking friend.
It was. It was
I
her friend.
disagree. I disagree.
She gave her
I
cookies. She
disagree.
gave
I'm
her
gonna tell you
cookies
why.
back.
I'm gonna tell
She
you
gave
why.
her
I
cookies back in the
disagree with
lunch
that.
table.
I can't hear
Because-
everybody at one time. So I'm gonna start with you first, Chris.
I said what I had to say. I don't really feel if you friends, you treat your friends better than that. If that's what a friend is, then I'm good on having friends. She was mean to that girl.
She was like Brit.
As a
I
one,
can boo me again. It's cool. It's cool.
As a-
Nigga, what?
What you mean? What? She was mean
Okay.
to her.
I'm not talking to you, Chris. Michael, what you
So, okay, but with the bride's backstory, which is also kind
She
of
was
messed up. Like, I
shit,
didn't
man.
like that part of her, having sex with Frankenstein and stuff. But what the bride represented is also shown to women too. When women have a very traumatic past, and especially what they've gone through when they actually have I don't know people that have abused them, manipulated them, have stalkers that have been chasing them, and constantly on the run, they create a sense of being guarded for not only a sense of I don't want no friends, but protection. And the reason why she was actually hurt by Nina was the fact that Nina was trying to be her friend, but she's like, no, I've been alive for centuries and I've been protecting myself, being this guarded for so long. But then the sadness of it, the moment when she opens that to one person, that person gets killed. And by her own doing, because she pushed her into actually doing this, which then again, we have done things in our life that we've not been proud of, or situations that might have gone left. We feel, oh, it was our fault, feel guilt and shame and everything like that. But at the same time, it's part of those things we have to carry so we can, become better people. But with the bride, what she represented was a woman not only dealing with a stalker chasing her down, but someone who be emotionally guarded, being in situations where she had no control over. And then so she's protecting herself and being that on guard. When the people that standoffish and you think are purposely being an asshole, there's a deeper underlying tone of that.
She's 250 years old.
But hold on,
That's-
I
Yeah.
She had centuries to figure that shit out.
I mean, so I'm gonna interject. You can kind of they had different storylines, but you can kind of say Nina had some fucked up shit happen to her as well. Like sis was bullied crazy. Her mother did not want to even fuck with her for real, and she saw her father get killed in front of her and got thrown in the back of a truck
We
that had
all
a
respond
bullet.
differently. We all respond
I
differently to
understand that,
trauma.
But Nina only, so not to say that the shit wasn't fucked up, but Nina had only experienced that for maybe, she couldn't have been more than 20, 30 years old. The
Yes.
bride had been going through this for like, what, fucking centuries?
Centuries.
Centuries.
Stalker, like with Frank stalking her.
Big Frank.
Yeah.
Not just Frank stalker. Look, she's on the run. She trying like listen. You deal with the trauma. You've been created, and then also your creator is manipulating you into something you don't even know. Like she was like literally the mind of a child when that happened. Like think about that. Like it just it is
weird,
to
man.
say that those two. You're seeing all these origins of all these characters. All of them are responding in different ways, and what shows the duality, the fact that hey, listen. We might have messed up personalities and backstories, but how we respond, Nina, like I'm still a nice person, and I'm gonna make friends with GI Robot, whatever, because he want to have friends killing Nazis. Dr. Phosphorus, he just wanted his wife, protect his wife and his unborn child, whatever. Guess what? He turned to a criminal and he burned their families and killed their children.
I get that though.
Oh, yeah,
Messed up, but
He wasn't guilty. He seemed like he did the right thing for real.
I'm saying it's
Nah,
the
I hear
but
what
he
you're saying,
conti-
Michael.
But he continued.
He was just doing what Batman did. He just took himself out.
But that's what happens. Reality. People have to do those things. But anyway, go ahead.
What you got,
Go ahead.
Britt?
I was going to say, if you take into account the fact that the bride was literally created as a sex object. She was created to fulfill the needs of Frankenstein. For God's sake, she has been behind the start line with a building in front of her, a moat, and some crocodiles since jump. So she's obviously going to be guarded. And then the one man that she truly loved was murdered because of her love. She already sees herself as a problem, a bad omen. So when you feel like that about yourself, especially as a woman, and from the time you're a child until you grow up, because she was born a child, regardless of what her body looked like.
Right.
The closer you are to somebody, the less you trust them and the less you trust the situation. It was only until Nina was dead did she realize the full totality of Nina's kindness, and she hated herself for it. She legitimately hated herself for how she treated her. She had true character growth, and I don't blame her for being the way she was at all.
Yeah.
I understand it.
But that last thing you said for how she treated her. So she was mistreating her. That's not a good friend. So if you want to say she was a bad friend,
you're looking at it from a perfect perspective. We are human beings. We are faulted. She was created. So she's not going to have the same interactions with humans where we learn to trust, we learn to love, we learn to do all those things. She's been behind the 8 ball since jump. So she's already stagnant when it comes to her ability to interact appropriately. So you're asking someone who doesn't know how to interact appropriately to behave like everyone else. She did the best she could in the situation she was in. And it wasn't until she lost someone she loved did she realize that her behavior might not have been the best. And it pushed Nina to end up in a situation where she was gone.
I mean, I'm not saying like I'm like you bring up good points that she was created to be a sex object. I never looked at it that way, but that's 100% what she was. I mean, y'all are giving like valid points, but it doesn't change the fact that she still mistreated Nina. Like you're giving reasons for why she did, but she still did it. But then to act like you killed my friend, you were never a friend to her. If you can't say you love me, if all you do is mistreat me.
I don't think that she saw it as mistreatment, because how many times did she save Nina's life?
Well, then why would she? If she doesn't see it as mistreatment, then why does she feel guilt then? So then, because
she was the one that sent her into the water. She feels guilty because she was like, "We can only get her in water, so I need you to go because you swim like you a fish." So like that's why she feels guilty, because she literally sent her into that pond.
But then she also calls her a friend, though.
Right, but she tells us straight up, be the monster that you really are one of us. You are a part of us. You are a monster. And that was the validation that Nina had been looking for since she came out the womb.
Mm-hmm.
She never got the love. Huh?
That was manipulation. That's no. That's 100% manipulation.
No.
Nina was looking for some place to belong, because she even said it. She's like, I'm not human.
And I'm not,
you encourage her to murder somebody? Like belonging is like, yo, let's go play basketball. Let's go watch a movie.
They're monsters. They're monsters.
Kill somebody. What are you talking about?
They are literally on a squad of monsters to go kill a princess. They ain't gonna go play that.
Anthony, what you got?
Take out the whole concept that they are monsters. They are soldiers. They are literally what was it, like the A-team, heroes for hire or soldiers
Cannon
for hire,
fodder.
right? What,
Or the
cannon fodder,
Suicide
whatever you want to
Squad.
call it.
That was the
The
first
Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call them. When you are in a military outfit, when you are with your supposed, brothers in arms or sisters in arms, your band of brothers or sisters, whatever, everybody has to feel like they are a part of something. And Nina was looking to be a part of something. She, like we all know, she was berated, she was teased, she wasn't loved by the one person that really should have loved her, which was her mother. But her mother was so scared and saw that she didn't want to watch a child suffer. But her father was like, nah. This baby gonna live. We gonna make this. She is going to thrive. She moves in. She's down. She's with, the bride and all of them. The bride is the only one that dogs her in a lot of ways, because the bride ain't had no friends to begin with. She don't know how to act around people. You know them. You've seen them children. You've seen them adults who they're just not acclimated to be around a lot of people. She's a loner. Once Nina kind of, I'm going to have to use this analogy. Nina Brit her.
Excuse me?
Brit.
I think
She
Brit.
did. She did. She
Nina
did.
Brit
I think
the
Brit.
bride.
Brit has when you meet Brit in real life, if Brit wants to be your friend, regardless of if you want Brit to be your friend, Brit is gonna be like, "You my friend, I'm your friend." That's it.
Y'all said
Yes.
this before.
There is
Yes.
no
Brit,
question about.
so you saying Brit is like Chucky? Who we
How do
friends
you
with?
think
No.
Nigga, how do
Brit
you
is
think
like
that I ended
Glenda.
up where I'm at today? I didn't have
Exactly.
no choice in this. Brit didn't give me a choice to be her fucking friend.
Damn.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so-
talking about. That's
Oh,
great.
so
That's
it's
what you're
y'all-
supposed to do.
So it's your body, your choice. What you think? Which were you at with today, Helene? Are you a friend or no?
If I see you, you
I ain't
are
got no
my
choice.
friend. That's the bottom line.
Okay, you see, if she sees you,
no
you're her
choice.
friend.
See?
There's no choice. But again, if we're gonna go into the whole like dynamics of the bride, and sometimes I try to watch shows like this without trying to have a sensitivity eye or look at for the deeper meaning. I just want to see something fun. And y'all were talking about the bride and how the bride has gone through trauma for over years and years and years. Look, Eric Frankenstein is a big hulking piece of decaying flesh.
Correct.
What
Hoes.
real fucking human woman
He's a bro.
gonna sit on his face?
He had
So-
hoes.
He had
Nigga, you would be-
hoes on a
you would
guy.
be surprised.
No, he got
You
hoes
would be
later.
surprised.
No,
What you mean in the first scene, bro?
I mean, yeah, but that was after the fact.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was after the bride. That was
Yeah,
when
right.
he got versed in the world.
He got some
And
money.
She's the
And
king
he
of flesh
was-
too.
And he wasn't
Yeah,
even well versed in the world, and the bitches wanted to sit on his
the
face.
thing back in the
But the thing
1800s.
is-
Clearly, not
Well,
Russell
but-
had hoes.
Stop.
Yeah, but
He
again, the man
didn't.
used hypnotism. I'm
But
just gonna
he,
hold that.
but he's
Um,
intentionally a bad person. Like in James, like in the comics, he was good. In the show, he made him like, no, he's not a good guy. Think about this. He represents a man, some men in this world that have a blinded devotion to get anything they want
Okay.
the woman to
Correct.
serve his need,
Okay.
and not
Hold on.
have a sense of
Hold on.
reality.
Oh, you could.
That's realistic.
I get that. I get that.
I like it. I
But
like
the
it. You gotta
thing
get back there.
is,
You like it.
when Victor came up to him and he said, I would like to experience being loved and this, that, and the other. And I see Victor out here, tapping and, touching grass, slapping ass. I walk outside, I'm scaring the hoes. I need somebody who looks like me. Victor made the bride for him. Britt, I don't need the We're not doing the hairy
got it,
armpit
Anthony.
feminist thing yet. Hold on.
Then wrap this shit up, Anthony. Goddamn.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
This
What
nigga
I'm
say
saying is,
hairy armpit feminist shit.
no, but what I'm saying
Better
is,
not bring that
she,
hair out.
just like she was made for a reason. May not be the reason you like, may not be the reason it should have been, but she was made for a reason. Victor, and then now y'all saying Victor is a groomer. And he was just trying to teach her the way of the world. Yep. Somebody in this panel said Victor basically groomed her and was playing with him.
But all right, I'm gonna interject really quick because Victor pulled a
this
splice.
Is a goddamn cartoon. Why are we?
So he's out here making shit and fucking it. So Victor is, and he got a whole family. So I'm sorry, Victor is a full blown. He's a villain, and you fucking her in front of Big Frank.
And then you made it for.
He didn't see it. Eric walked in the room.
Anthony,
Eric was
you
like,
are
"Hey,
in
Dad."
your castle. You're not even in a room locked. You right there where you just made this bitch.
Name a castle where you've gone in and the doors are locked.
First off,
I ain't been in no.
All right,
I ain't been in no castle.
Game of Thrones.
And technically,
hold on, they got big ass doors.
And had locks on the doors.
If somebody open it, you gonna hear it. Big Frank was standing right there. He watched the whole thing. He heard him talk her through it.
Yes.
Nope.
He was a gentle lover. Stop it.
No, he was holding
nothing
hands.
gentle about that motherfucker.
He was a teacher.
While his wife is at home with his daughters.
I think
Brittany got something to say.
What you got?
Yeah, she got something to say.
Hold on. Here come the Birkenstocks.
Who we lose?
Jason.
Jason.
Back to the whole, they're an army. They are essentially an army. And you are only as strong as your weakest link. So I don't fault the bride for being as tough as she was on Nina, because if one of you cannot step up and do your job, all of you
need
will
somebody
die.
Yes.
Hold on. That is not what was happening. She was just being a mean girl to her. She was just
a mean girl. We had to get the job done because the person they thought was trying to destroy the world.
So hold on.
Go ahead, Jazz.
No,
we're gonna move on from Nina and the bride because we have other areas of this to get to.
Jazz, can I say one more thing for 3 seconds?
This is better be 3.
Okay, you give me
3
5.
seconds. I just pray that y'all all have better friends than the bride. I'm going to pray tonight that y'all do not have friends like the bride. Y'all deserve better.
I am the bride. Just ask Britt.
You do.
All right.
You just don't know.
I'm sorry, Jazz.
That's why you gotta kind of put the hand down on them types a little
Jason,
bit.
is you good because you're moving around and stuff? I'm not gonna switch.
The Wi-Fi kind of trash and shit, man. My bad.
No, you good. Helene, I'm going to go to you since we of course was talking about people's backstories and everything. Do you have a favorite character from the team?
From the actual team, or can I do the outliers
of the
team?
Nope, fuck them. The team.
Because I was gonna say that's my favorite character.
See, here you go. But she still tell me the outlier. See,
I told you gotta check her.
What are we doing?
Check her.
I don't, because I guess I would say the bride. Bride would be my favorite.
Jason, do you have a favorite character from the team?
I guess I'm gonna go with Phosphorus. He had some cold bars, and he was a cold-blooded killer, and he was not for the bullshit.
He had the fly ass dance moves too.
Hey, that's my nigga.
He was white, but
they were all white. They were all white
except for Weasel. He was.
I said what I said.
You don't know yet.
He was an animal. Don't make him.
But you don't know yet.
He's played by Sean Gunn. He's an animal.
Well, he wasn't really.
So
saying
was G.I.
They reviewed this as a person or something. G.I. Robot. Yeah, G.I. Robot.
But Anthony, I'm gonna go to you with this question. Do you have a character outside of the team? I'm gonna go to you outside of the team that you feel like pretty much stole the show every scene that they were in.
It was not Amanda Waller. I do not like skinny Amanda. I need fat Amanda back. Hashtag fat Amanda.
Okay. I thought it was just me.
Hey, do y'all watch?
I got
Pat Amanda.
I want to keep Viola Davis though, but I just Octavia Spencer. Octavia Spencer would have been perfect, but it's okay. It's okay. I give Viola. I love the heels when she walks.
I need big Amanda. It's like
y'all see
the how get away with murder
frogs.
Okay,
but
it ain't about Freaky Frog.
It's
a bunch of music.
Look, a bunch of chubby chasers.
Fat Luther.
Fat Luther.
Hey man, it don't matter.
Hey,
They,
shut your face.
Luther
No,
been
it do
dropped.
matter.
What's Luther?
Yeah, do y'all watch My Adventures with
Fat
Superman? Y'all watch that?
Yes.
They got
Oh,
the
yes.
they got
That
the big
Amanda.
Amanda on. They got the
They
big
got the
Amanda.
big-
The
Yeah.
Amanda on there.
That nigga say the big
Mando.
Amanda.
The bigger
They got the
one.
big Amanda. Gotta be two something to
Amanda.
do something.
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
what I'm talking about.
You got to pop a shot to make it hit. But no, outline character, y'all might call me
Break my
crazy, but
bed.
Economos, man. That's my boy. Economos, he was hilarious.
I ain't
Y'all
never
don't know
heard
who
of that. Who's
Economos
that?
is? The
Yeah,
redhead.
he's the guy from Peacemaker. He's one of the
Peacemaker.
side
The one,
characters.
yeah,
with
the
the
white
beard.
dude.
Yeah.
He was the one walking with the crutch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
you check he had a cane because he
Oh,
broke his leg in
yeah.
Peacemaker.
Jazz. Hold on.
Yes.
Pause. Time out. I'm so talking ish. What the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
What-
Keep picking
It
white
was
people.
seven. It was 7 people on the team. Y'all talking about everybody that wasn't on the team. These are
She
people.
said
that-
outline.
I did say anybody. I did say
Nigga,
anybody.
the toe
Switched
dude.
it.
Anybody.
Hey man, the
We-
Togarian brought that shit up. Don't put that
Yeah.
off on us.
No, for
She
me,
right.
it's
She right.
it's the fact that he was the one who broke down that it was Clayface when they went to the doctor's house.
Yeah.
And he just stuck his cane in it. He's like, yep, that's Clayface. And even Amanda Waller was kind of thrown back, like, wait, who? Like she didn't
She wasn't
understand what was
familiar.
going on. Yeah, she wasn't familiar. But again, he's just, for me, ever since Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad, he's just always been funny as hell. But he comes in clutch.
He
Yeah.
does.
Always comes in clutch.
He seemed like he was way smarter on this show than he was on the past one.
Absolutely.
Most definitely,
Absolutely.
yes. Most definitely. They
Absolutely.
brought him up.
But I think that's
Time
showing
around.
growth, though. That's showing growth.
Yeah.
Like, he just started out as a side character,
Right.
Suicide Squad, and you see him grow. But
He read books.
yeah.
So yeah, Economos is my favorite.
Okay.
And I love Amanda Waller, but she got to get back to the Chinese buffet for me.
I feel you.
Jesus.
It's
Brett, what you about to say, Michael?
No, I was just saying. No, go ahead. I will let Britt go first.
Okay. Britt, do you have a character stand out that you was a favorite from the entire series?
Yes. Weasel. And the reason why is because he's the most pure character on there. He is only motivated by his wants and needs and his feelings. He's not there to trick anybody into anything. That's why when on the last episode, he saved Cersei because out of the purity of how she treated him and how he's been treated in the past, that's why he saved her. He is my favorite character, and I also like animals more than I like human beings.
Fuck animals.
Yeah.
That is such a white woman thing to say.
It is.
You know, I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
She will pick Weasel over any of them, even when they pan the camera to him, he is licking his own balls.
Just
as
cross like
happy-
a motherfucker.
As happy as a
Yeah.
lark. And she's like, that's the one.
Oh,
That
yeah.
one. That one right there. That's my favorite.
Bring him to me.
Look at that happiness. He's licking his balls. He don't need nobody to do it for him. He's taking care
The
of himself.
skeleton
He's
always
a-
happy. Fuck you talking about?
Ain't nobody to do it
Phosphorus
for
was
him.
never mad.
But you know what?
He literally said you thought this
he-
was a smile and
He
it's not.
ran.
That's not a smile, right?
Yeah, I love when
sarcastic.
He even
said
let-
that.
he was
Not a
even, he
smile.
was even he was running 2-mans with Ric Flag and everything. My
Look
guy was
at you,
doing
look at
everything,
you. All right,
man.
DJ
Phosphorus
Academic.
was the
Yeah.
guy.
Bros.
Thank you for pivoting
Mm-mm.
us to that scene, Jason. But since you
Right.
brought it up, if you
Good old-
were General Flag, would you have accepted the princess's?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Fuck
Yes. Slay that dragon. Yes, ma'am. In that dungeon. Took her down. Should have been talking English after I got done. Though.
Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, after he got that, he got sprung. Even when he played the
He
Han
did.
Solo thing, when she was like, "Oh, I just want you to know you can stay," and he just went, "Yeah, all right, I'm out." No. She sprung you, buddy, because when they said it was time to put a bullet to brain, I don't think
He
you should do
betrayed
that.
his entire team.
True. Like
Over some
no.
pussy? Yes, he did. He was pussy whooped. Just that quick.
Every time a man gets his dick wet when he wants to, all of a sudden he gets stupid. And that's why women like that do what the fuck they do, because she knew. She knew the minute she fucked him, she had him. And like an idiot he was, just like in the dumbass movie version, when he was willing to do anything for that dumbass sorceress, once again,
Like father, like
That was
son.
his That was his son.
Sounds like father, like son.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
his son.
sorry.
And
But
then
you know what I mean?
that's the Snyderverse. We don't care about that.
No, but I'm just saying that
They killed his ass in the next one.
Yeah, they kill his ass.
Becomes an idiot.
Well,
Nothing
I mean,
against
it,
that,
I
though.
mean,
Please.
you know,
There are
it
very
happened.
few. There are very few people that wouldn't have knocked the princess down. I'm not even that gay, and I would have knocked the princess
Oh
down.
God,
Britt, you
come
know you
on.
would have knocked that bitch
You see
down.
what I'm talking about? She would have, you would have strapped up and everything. She would have had that thing talking about some, let's go.
Chris, are you in the
Superman
gang
and
of
that shit.
you would have also?
You already know the
Yeah,
answer to
Chris-
that. You ain't even
yeah,
gotta ask. You
Chris
you
definitely
already know the
would've.
answer to
I
that.
would have had her and that bitch talking like, so you gotta speak like Anya Taylor-Joy to me. Talk.
Ooh, Taylor Joy. Yeah.
Mike, I'm not
Yeah,
going to ask you because I know you are married to a black queen.
Absolutely. Speaking of a black queen, let's talk about Amanda Waller. No, so you asked
Skinny
my
Waller.
favorite character because I want to say this. I cannot wait for her show because it's been announced to have her own show. It's written by the folks who did Doom Patrol, by the way, which I enjoy that
Oh,
show.
cool.
But like Amanda Waller, even to the fact like, oh, I'm giving you sympathy for your for your son, even though I ordered him to be killed. Like and which is why I can't wait for Peacemaker season 2 because Frank Grillo, the actor, he's gonna be Rick Flag in Superman, but he also have a
Right.
bigger part in Peacemaker season 2. And like, yeah, how would that be like? Yo, you killed my son, bro. But then it'll go back to, hey, well, I only did what I told Amanda Waller
Right, it
did.
was orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. And she's still
And
playing.
Rick
She's
Flag
still playing
Senior.
the whole like
you think this might gonna make him
manipulation
go back and
factor
get
of
on
it.
her?
What'd you say?
Look,
Get on her. Hey, I get on Amanda. Ass, hands and feet.
But
Hands and
but
feet.
here's the thing.
Lord
It's even then. It
Jesus.
goes back to Justice League
Oh,
cartoons,
my
right?
bad.
Like
Lord Jesus.
the
So
vision she
horny.
got from Cersei. Like, why is Amanda Waller so bad? To a point where she does what she does in the comics and everything. But I'm like, but for a person to get that vision of the world ending,
Mhm.
of all
Yeah.
all the heroes dying, all this like, if I don't do anything, I step in. It's like everything that she does from here on out, moving forward, and why cruel she is will make perfect sense. Because again,
Amanda has always had a one-track mind, and she's always been able to compartmentalize. She has
Yes.
had one mission and one mission only, and that was to keep the world alive and better any soups.
Well,
That was
and
it.
here's the
That's
deal.
literally been her only mission
You
since the
need people
inception of
like
Amanda
that.
Waller.
And
You
look,
need people like
the
that.
one
but her backstory is really tragic, though. But that's why I can't
it
wait
is.
for them to
But
explore
I
that.
will say this: Amanda Waller is the only one that told Batman stand down or get laid down, and
And
Batman did the former because he understood the assignment, and plus that was Fat Amanda, so
that was
I
that
just
was Big Girl Amanda that
that
told
was
him
Big
that
Girl
shit.
Amanda because Big Girl, Big Amanda, she did.
Call him
She
Rich
let
Boy.
him know. Oh yeah, and I still love that. She's like, you might want to rethink that, rich boy, and he just go, excuse me, Negress? She said, hold
The
on there.
Negress.
Yeah, so all right. I'll see you next time in your bathroom when you're taking a shower. I'm gonna hand you the towel.
Okay.
And
I love
and-
that episode.
Like,
I
dress up.
love that episode.
yeah, and that's the thing about Amanda Waller. She is what Nick Fury should be in the MCU. She
Should?
is that. Well, I mean, in the comic books, he is, but
But
if
Amanda
you
don't
wanna
get her
put-
hands dirty. Well, she has.
she never.
I was
No,
like,
she
but
never gets. She'll
she-
get her hands dirty if she has to.
No, she popped a few of them. Remember, she popped a few of them civilians in one of them movies. Like some
Yeah,
of the
she
people
killed.
that
No,
was at
she
the
killed
best.
the entire
Oh, she'll
team
kill.
I
in
was gonna say, nah,
Suicide Squad.
she popped
Yeah.
a few of them. So no, I was like, nah, Amanda don't get her
She's
hands
pushed the
dirty. But I'm
button.
like, nah, she do. She get her hands dirty,
Amanda doesn't play.
Right.
That's the thing.
and she
What you
doesn't
say?
hesitate.
What
She
you
don't
say,
play.
Britt?
She don't hesitate.
I
Britt,
was
what you?
going to say she is by means necessary. She will do whatever it takes to reach her goal
Yeah.
without a spot, because to her, the ends justify the means. So you can't talk her out of it. That's how she is.
Yep.
She's going to do what she needs to do. She doesn't give a fuck if you sit here and you judge her, because your judgment is tiny and piddly and it ain't shit. She has bigger things to worry about.
Yep.
We may not like what she does, but do we like the effect?
Yeah, because it gets the job done. I mean, she's had every DC superhero. Basically, she read them for filth. They could do nothing about it, and that's it. you got a Kryptonian that could literally heat vision the world to blow up.
Nigga, and she
on
stands
a
toe
good
to
day.
toe with that.
And she
be
went
standing
toe to toe with
with that
Superman.
nigga. No, she be right here on him.
And Superman is like, well, if it's one thing Pa taught me, is never piss off a black woman.
Paul.
So he understood. They understand the
So
assignment
he's
when it
not
comes to
racist.
Amanda. But I will say that Amanda does not know how to cook good greens.
Why? Because she's not thick?
I don't need
She might be on those
disrespected
Ozempic.
right now.
Like,
She
what?
got Ozempic face.
Oh, she
You
is
think
thick.
got Ozempic
She
face?
might be on there. She might be in the gym. You see her on location checking out homes and shit. She over here like, all right, I'll go ahead and get these premonitions. Don't do her like that, Anthony. Just because her body isn't to the standard you want it to be.
Honey,
I'm just saying.
I defended Big Amanda when all the white and black boys was calling her disgusting. Don't you ever.
So now you're calling skinny Amanda disgusting? Saying she
I didn't say she was disgusting. I said
saying she can't make greens is like a translation of saying she's disgusting.
Oh, you just
so I gotta be here to defend skinny Amanda.
That was a reach. That was a reach.
That is such a reach.
Let me reach, damn it. Let me reach.
Oh, now she getting Jamaican. Okay, Poom Poom Posse. Look
Rastafari.
Come on, y'all show I can be Jamaican, but I can't do a lot. You can't see
That's
me.
Nigerian.
But no, Amanda is that one. And I hope if we do get a season 2, which I think has been
it's been announced.
It's been greenlit.
Yes.
Okay, so it's been greenlit. I got a feeling they're gonna go a lot more towards the comic book where Eric is a part of the Commandos. In the comics, Eric is the leader because it was always Frankenstein and the Creature Commandos, or Frankenstein and the it was another crazy title that they did, I think, in the 2000s. I don't think they're gonna make Eric lovable.
No.
But I also like the fact that James Gunn is in a lane that James Gunn is perfect at. Ensembles. Yes. This is why we're getting a Superman film with the DC heroes, but Superman is the focal point. You know, it's not just a Superman film. It is, hey, this is the DCU, but we're going to look at, the apex, the paramount of it, which is Superman, but everybody else knows he exists. So I got faith. And Creature Commandos really changed my mind on how DC is being portrayed. I really love what James Gunn did. He made us fall in love with a dirty mutated weasel. The man is magic.
I didn't love Weasel, but
Britt did.
Britt definitely did.
The animated series, what they've done with the TV shows, I think that DC, that's their sweet spot. I think they need to stop trying to do these movies. I think they need to stay in TV shows and animated series. I'm sorry.
They're not going to do that.
Movie that is shit.
I'm with you, but DC's definitely not going to stay
the writing of the animated shows, the writing and the story and the character development that you have done in the animated shows, put that in a cinematic level. And we think it, because I'm telling you, even look at the DCU, I can name you 3 movies that have better animated counterparts to them.
Wonder Woman being one of them.
The Flash.
Well, you have the Flashpoint Paradox. You
Red
also have
Hood.
Suicide Squad, Suicide Squad, Saul
Arkham,
Black Adam. Listen, you want a Superman sequel, whatever? I can combine a Superman sequel, Shazam, and Black Adam the movie into one movie, and they did it. It was Shazam and Superman when they fight Black Adam together. That was an animated movie.
Britt, I will agree with Britt about their television because I'm actually, finally binging Superman and Lois. And
I'm on
season 2. I'm on season 2. I got 2 seasons left. And I have to say, I'm a huge Smallville fan.
Yes.
And Superman and Lois top Smallville.
Really?
And
Easily.
Oh, yeah. This is a well-written Superman story. I did not
best finale I've seen ever.
And it is beautiful. It is a beautiful show. I got to give them credit. Sadly, it's only 4 seasons, but it feels like a sweet spot to me.
I
So
was gonna say that's a lot, Anthony.
I'm finna say, nigga, somebody touch you. My bad.
The
caught me
Superman
off
trailer
guard.
looked good. That trailer for Superman looked really good. I know, like, they can be misleading, but it was kind of fire. Like, and then the Batman. I mean, I love the Batman. That's actually one of my favorite movies of the decade so far. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it definitely has like some, when DC is bad, is really bad. But I think that like there's still some potential. So like I think they're heading in the right direction though now.
Keep your fingers crossed, because there was talk with Gunn and Reeves about making Pattinson's Batman the Batman of the new DCU. Now, and I've always said my Batman don't sparkle, but Pattinson proved to me that he is
Batman don't sparkle.
But he do, Anthony, because he was sparkling in Twilight.
The vampire movie.
He had that glittery ass.
Oh man, get the fuck out of here! He was a vampire, nigga.
No, you didn't.
That was years ago. That was years. Listen, I think Pattinson is great at the Bruce Wayne Batman.
He knew the power. No. He knew the power of Sheba. But
I'ma suck your blood.
I'm
sorry, Anthony. Go ahead.
No, I think that with Creature Commandos, I do love the fact that we do get a small little taste of Batman. I like the way Batman looked. Brooding, menacing, big, kind of, do you lift? Almost like a dude, bro.
Do you lift?
Do you lift?
Do you even lift, bro? But I'm loving the fact that what James Gunn is doing is what Zack Snyder didn't do. And that is bring color to the DC movie universe and entertainment universe. It's colorful. You could still be dark and have color. You can still be dark and mess with the brightness and contrast and saturation and still be, still drive home that this is a serious thing. Zack Snyder's whole thing was, well, I think if we go with green and sepia tones, this will show menace. And it was like, okay.
What Snyder did, because Zack Snyder saved a terribly edited movie.
Man, fuck Zack Snyder. Oh God, don't.
Are you talking about the Justice League 4-hour romp?
That shit's fire. That shit is gas.
Okay,
and I'm gonna defend it. That shit's fire.
No, as you should.
Michael looks upset. He told his wife to hold up.
Hey, no, I said I gotta go. I'm being called. I've been summoned.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh, we saw the hand.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Nice shopping with you, big dog.
Yeah, I'll
take
talk
care,
to y'all
brother Mike.
Soon. All right, y'all.
All right, Mike.
Talk y'all.
Peace out. Oh no, I agree. But at the same time, that was self-serving, and it shouldn't take you 4 hours to tell me a story, unless you make it a series. That's just me, or a 2-part movie. Totally understandable. And it was rushed still because that ending wasn't supposed to be the ending. But I think what James Gunn is doing is saying, especially, and I know we're talking Creature Commandos, but it does go into the Superman movie we're about to see in July. Color can also bring a deep emotional feeling. Watching the Superman trailer brought back nostalgia for me. Seeing him bright, like the colors, the blue, the red, the yellow, just pop. Superman is hope. What Zack Snyder did was like, well, I'm going to try and, you can humanize Superman and still make him the Boy Scout. You could still make Metropolis lively and fun, because Metropolis is the city of the future. We didn't get that with Zack Snyder. He wanted a brooding, I'm going to take a sabbatical and go out, and you can see the hair on my massive pecs. And I'm like, okay. All right, Superman is going on a sojourn. Cool. Mm-hmm. But I think
go ahead, bro. My bad.
Oh no, I just think I think James Gunn is doing what Zack Snyder should have did. You could still have that deep dark story, or have that, deep dark story, but still be colorful.
For me, Dawn of Justice that movie could have worked. But I think the reason why it failed is because they tried to introduce too many characters at once to catch up with Marvel. Because you have Batman and Superman, that's enough in itself, and maybe give us one Wonder Woman, but just throwing it just felt like a hodgepodge of characters. I feel like if they grounded it and just told one story at a time instead of trying to give it like 4 or 5 solo films in one movie, I think that could have been a great movie. And I feel like Dawn of Justice has some of the best fight scenes of all the comic book movies to me. Like,
see, I think Man of Steel did.
So I'm sorry to cut y'all off, but we're gonna get back on track of what we are reviewing.
I'm sorry.
Yes, sorry.
But I would definitely love to discuss the bromance between General Flag and Big Frank. Because
that was a friendship made in heaven.
I loved it so much because they were speaking through movie dialogue. A lot of movies were mentioning this because for him to speak on the love with, I guess, the fake love between him and the princess reminded Big Frank of Titanic, a movie not a lot of people have seen.
Or like.
Clearly.
I never seen that.
I was like, Big Frank, why are you lying for real?
But you know what? I don't think that is he's lying. I think he legitimately has like a weird kitty-like wonder about things that he does not realize that other people have it's because he was bringing up a lot of like 80s 90s references, like they were up to I'm a totally rad dude or some shit he said to him, like, did you tell her about me,
yo, and
like,
I love that scene.
He was bringing up all his old shit. And it's like, I really think that he's like 30 years behind. Like, he thinks he's saying shit that's current. And it's like, are you like, really? Is it for real?
Could
so
it be?
I legitimately think he was like, nah, ain't nobody seen Titanic. I'm like up on this new shit.
Yeah, and it could be that Frank was raised himself on episodes of Saved by the Bell, ABC's After School Special. Sitcoms of the 80s, rom-coms of the 80s and 90s, and that's his.
None of them hoes that was on that boat with him was like, let me
who is gonna tell this killer to shut the fuck up and that he's speaking 80s?
No, I'm just saying, like, let me show you this new show that's out. Like, these bitches just dancing in front of them.
That's all.
You think one of them would have said, hey, you want to watch The Best Man Holiday?
I would first start off with The Best Man first. And then go to the holiday.
And you know what Eric would have said?
Mia deserved it. He wouldn't have said that, Anthony. But I know with
Eric, he would have said that.
He would have.
That was crazy. But I do love the fact that when General Flack was on the phone, he was like, tell her about me. Tell her how we're best friends. He's like, nigga, that is not important right now. Like, what are you doing?
But what I love adamant. Like, did you tell her? Did you tell her? Even to the I'm sorry, go ahead, Brie.
No, I was just saying, it reminds me of every dude in junior high who had no game and would rely on his one popular friend to try to hook him up. He had no game, he was childlike, and like you said, his references were old as hell. He didn't realize who he truly was. He thought everything he did was okay, especially when it came to women. He was that middle school boy that won't stop thumping your leg.
Yeah.
But he would also become a tech billionaire and control the world.
Yeah. Chris, can I have a chat, please?
Right. I'm like, bro, good who is chewing? Jason, thank you for muting him.
I think I can hear it. My fault.
Yeah. Them chips was
that was some straight too. Baby, look here. Darling, that was some straight Doritos. Right, that was some straight ASMR because
my fault. Yeah, I think it was that loud.
You got some crumbs on your lip.
Get right there. So you go.
Ain't nothing.
Edit that out. You good friend. You good friend. Edit that out.
No, we ain't editing shit, my boy. Nigga, everybody heard that. Nigga, over here for a Dorito commercial. You ready for the Super Bowl? Ain't it? Great ass.
Chris gonna be like, I got some Doritos. Sponsoring and shit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I thought it was a really good, Riggs and Murtaugh. I start with movie partnerships. Reggie Hammond and Jack Cates, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, you talking to Elaine them now? Because what's that?
Shut the fuck up.
48 hours, my brother. Come on. Oh yeah, you are a baby. Your breath is straight up similar.
Thank you.
But no, like
he wishes he was still sucking on some titties. That's all that's about.
Okay, I'll give you one easier. Carter and Wong. Russia. Carter. So yeah. So yeah. And that's one of the things about James Gunn. James Gunn loves to reference, that nostalgia feel. And the conversation in the van was hilarious, even to the point when Eric finally got with the bride and saw her, and she capped him.
She loaded him up with
immediately.
She's I'm done with this.
He said, "My love." Oh, hell no. Hell no.
And all he was trying to say is, "Don't kill the princess." And she like, "Nah, I ain't got time for you."
He was trying to say Flag's name, and she was just like,
"But what was so
fucker?"
What was so different about her gun? Because he had been shot. I feel like somebody else had shot him and it did nothing. But then when she was shooting, everything was like
her is high caliber too.
She shot that nigga point blank in the head too. I don't know if anybody else. I think he had taken a lot of body shots.
Yeah, and plus he fell out that window, so he had to deal with that fall as well.
And he felt like he was in a plane and fell.
We may not. I mean, he may not be dead. Like we know that for sure. Right,
he right. There's an entry.
Like, he'll come back eventually.
There was an entry.
There was an entry where he was literally having dinner with another old
gypsy lady.
Bitch.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Gypsy shit.
Go back and watch that shit.
Yeah. One of the best fucking lines from this series.
Gypsy shit.
Gypsy shit.
That nigga Frank was wild, bro.
Big Frank is Big Frank was my favorite character from this entire series because I loved his dialogue. His motives I did not love, but his dialogue.
Right.
This motherfucker was just out here indiscriminately killing people
for no reason. He was just like,
killed the
"Are you
people in the
judging
plane?
me
That
because
was
I
perfect.
can't grow a beard?" And he was like, "Nah, that's not what it is." He was like, "Are you judging me?" Like, I just felt like, oh, Big Frank, one of all them niggas that can't grow beards or it's patches. So it seems like James Gunn was showing representation for them because he was just like,
really, Jason?
This nigga.
Jason, I got no problem. I got no problem.
I don't know nothing about this.
Like even when he was in the taxi and he told the cab driver,
"You okay? What's
wrong with you?"
Oh,
Jason said everybody can get shots.
Wow.
Y'all gotta start fighting that nigga back. I'm sorry. Probably him.
But his thing was, quite frankly, he had a one-track mind. He was not gonna stop until he got with the bride. He was never gonna be denied. I think my favorite part with him was in the cab. When the driver was driving, he's like,
he was so scared.
How far is it from the castle?
Like,
and you see the driver nervous. Look, it's right there. And he's like, okay. I mean, it's just one of those things, like the way they did it. Shout out to David Harbour, who basically took
killing it.
His Red Guardian and just brought it into Frank. It is just awesome. Like, everybody did their thing.
How he gonna kill the gypsy lady and then steal her dog?
Listen,
I thought he took it out. I thought he took it out to the back to take it out too.
Yeah, I think he killed the dog.
Did he?
He did. He shot the dog.
Oh no, I thought he kept the dog.
He killed the gypsy. He beat the gypsy with the frying pan.
And then I thought he was like, "Let's go." And I thought he took the dog with him.
And when he gets just out of camera shot, you hear.
Wait a second.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I guess I gotta watch that shit again.
It was all yellow.
The door.
The dog was scratching at the door,
trying to get in. Yeah,
Eric comes out.
Because the old lady even says, she was like, "Why did you leave the dog out?"
Yeah.
Right, but a few frames later, after he had left and killed her, that the dog was still there trying to get in.
No,
he popped her.
He said, "Come with me." He took the gun. He said,
"Yeah."
I
was like, "Oh, he gonna keep the. At least he kept the dog."
I thought he kept the dog. He didn't have to kill that dog. He could have kept the dog there.
I mean, but then you kill the dog's owner. The dog is alone. You might as well send it to the maker.
So he doesn't have complex like that. He doesn't think like that. That's why he killed Homegirl. He didn't kill her because he hated her. He killed her because she stated, "I don't want to be alone." You're right.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to be alone. You got to be alone. So let me just.
But
you know that.
I don't think he killed her because she was gonna be alone. Because even when she met him, she was blind. And he was like, "Damn, if I was blind, I'd kill myself because you can't see beauty."
He was helping her. Yeah,
No,
he
but
helped
she,
He saw
yeah,
it as
he was,
mercy.
to him, it was mercy because he literally was like,
her.
she was begging and pleading, please don't leave. This is your
She was
home.
sprung.
I don't want to be by
Yeah.
myself. Yada, yada. He's like, oh, and like Brick said, he's like, oh, you ain't got to be alone.
And
But I'm sure she
you
didn't
don't-
want to
Sure you
die.
not.
Like, my
But
nigga, I
Frank
could have
don't
stayed
think-
here with my dog. That's why you
Frank
don't
doesn't
pick
think like that though.
That's why you don't pick
But-
niggas up.
but
Leave
you
them
know
broke
that
niggas on the
does-
street.
That part.
Because as soon as you get you
Look,
a hobo sapien in
look.
your house, he eat up all your food, steal
part.
all your shit, kill you and your dog.
Sitting around eating all your goddamn gummy bears.
Are
and
we
shit.
talking
And then
from experience?
bring
Jazz?
some hell fuck no. No, we
Okay,
not.
well, ma'am.
Hell fuck
ma'am.
no. And he over
Ma'am.
here talking about bringing food to the house, like cook it. She was like,
Oh.
well, you could ask. Like, yo,
Right.
But she cooked it. It tastes like shit, but she cooked it. Yes, that's true.
She
But
gotta
then
eat
again,
too, shit.
you know that whole scene does come from Frankenstein, where he throws the little girl in the water. He doesn't understand the concepts of life and death. That's another reason too. He's very right, straight down the line, black, white. There's no shades of gray with Frank. Well, with Eric, his only shade of gray that he kind of has is for the bride. But even that is a very straight down the middle. There's no deviating from the plan. He hasn't learned the concepts. That's the difference between him and the bride. He's on a mission to get with her. Even in her fear and running from him, she learned the world completely. That's why she's a lot more developed than Eric is. Eric is like, me want puss.
But
puss,
I
puss.
love the way that he rationalizes the fact that she has
Yeah.
been running from him.
Yeah.
Right?
He's like,
playing a game.
don't nobody want no easy bitch. She's making it tough for me.
Yeah.
She really loves me.
That and
but
I mean it's true.
I would think that even him pursuing her is him kind of like simplistic too, though.
Yeah.
Like he
It
was just
is.
told that like this is what you is supposed to be for you, and he made his whole entire like life dedicated to this. So it's like
Exactly.
obsession is like just so straightforward. It is. I don't think it's that complicated because really, if
Mm-hmm.
it were complicated, he would have been like started talking to someone else, and those feelings would have kind of like maybe wavered some. Because it's been
He
like
might have
hundreds
been. He might have tapped the old gypsy
Frank-
instead.
I don't know about that.
Frank is that
Yeah,
thirsty
yeah, man.
nigga.
That's
He-
No.
Frank
Hey,
is-
He can
Frank-
see
hey.
Yeah, you look
He didn't
freaked
want
out.
that.
I don't know, dog. Yeah.
Frank is that
Alright.
thirsty. Big Frank is that thirsty nigga in the DMs that talked to
you.
himself for years.
Nigga.
That's what Big Frank
Nigga.
is. That you can be having pictures with you and your boo on your story, and they like it, and still be like, "Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday," and they talking
I
to
mean,
themselves.
Let's be honest here. Eric Frankenstein and the Bride, Drake and Rihanna.
Because Drake actually dated Rihanna.
No, they didn't. They
Still
never
here.
did.
They had a thing.
They never dated.
Still
I
here.
Well, they had a thing.
Did
had,
they?
I'm using- I'm
Did they
using-
date? I
Still
don't think they
beat.
dated.
They had a thing. They definitely had a
Still
thing.
beat.
He was in her
Yeah.
music video.
Still
Yeah,
beat.
See what happened
And
when you
he's
give
still
men
chasing it to
access
this
to
day.
spaces?
Still beat.
yeah, but they had a thing.
Jazz,
though.
can you mute Jason,
Still
please?
beat.
Let me see. Okay, I think I can't. Damn,
She said, I can't. Damn
I
it.
can't. Oh, I did. Okay.
Y'all remember when they were at the awards and
He said she'll
professed
hear my
his
BM.
love?
Guess who I was hitting then?
This he was so
Oh,
toxic,
man.
man, for no reason.
But that's what it
Vincent
is.
body on your man again.
No reason.
Hey, look, the best he ever had or never had.
He's everything in his own mind. You're right. He is Drake. You don't have to fuck him. You don't have to kiss him. You don't have to sleep with him. You just have to glance in his direction, and he's like, "Oh, she wants me."
Give him a good conversation.
Yep.
Here,
Yeah,
Make him
right.
laugh. Oh, don't
And
make
he'll
him
be like,
laugh. Don't give him a
Take
joke.
care, because you'll thank me later.
What?
As soon as you start making niggas laugh, they think, "Oh, when we getting married, bitch." What?
Right.
Hey, at least somebody
What?
want to marry you, trifling ass.
What kind of niggas y'all be around?
Yeah, I know.
More than
like,
making me laugh. I need my toes licked. Something.
Okay, so Dr. Phosphorus taught us that the DCU is definitely saying fuck them kids because there was a lot of kid killing.
There was.
Man,
A lot
Them
of
babies
kid killing.
died.
There was.
Babies
Babies
died.
he's died. Man,
You know what?
The cop in the Weasel story. No, that was just incompetence, man.
Dude, no, when Thorne's dudes had grabbed what's his name?
When
I keep forgetting his regular name. Phosphorus, and he was making him put his hands in
that
the
was
blood
a crazy scene.
and to frame him for the murder. I'm like, yo, all right, you know what? This is we're here now. We're in the end game.
What's wild
This
is
ain't
you
family
rarely
friendly.
see that in like live action. Normally it's
No.
just, oh, I'm gonna put the knife in your hand. They put his blood in his hand, and his kid and wife was all dead.
Yep.
That's why I didn't feel bad when he went for revenge. I get it.
No. But the funny thing is, you don't see him kill Rupert's kids. You get woof.
You see the article that came
Yeah.
out afterwards. Is like, Rupert and
Crime
family
boss
dead.
Rupert,
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks because out of all the mafia or the big gang leaders in Batman, Rupert Thorne is one of my favorite.
He's a big one.
Yeah, I really liked Rupert Thorne, especially in Batman the Animated Series. He was a beast because he's the reason Clayface became Clayface.
Mm-hmm.
When they jam it all in his face, that stuff in his face, and he warps up and stuff. So I was like, oh, don't kill Rupee.
They put it in his mouth.
Rupee.
That nigga say Rupee.
Rupee was awesome.
Nah, kill Rupert. I'm not mad at the fact that he killed the whole fucking family.
Oh yeah, me either.
Oh,
I'm here for it.
They had to get it. You knew what you married into. You knew what womb you came out of. Sorry. Later, Gator. So, yeah. Fuck them kids. DCU. Wow. Dead Children Unlimited. DCU.
Weasels was sad.
Weasels was very sad.
Yeah, that was sad.
Because he legitimately didn't do anything.
He was trying to save her. Who y'all think had the saddest story, though?
I think
it's a toss-up between Weasel and Nina.
Yeah. I'll probably say
I'm gonna say Nina for me.
Because Weasel's like very one track, and he just sees that one little girl. But any other time, he's kind of like, I'm okay. But Nina, nigga, like she was very coherent and knew that motherfuckers was not loving her and liking her. Like the little boys was like, say, ribbit, bitch. Like, really? Is this what we doing in elementary school?
And these motherfuckers is bullies. Like, you over here got me hammed up on my locker? Ain't nobody gonna help me. She ain't had no friends.
But the dad kind of fucked her, like, because he went from that goddamn contraption to then turn her into a damn amphibian. And I'm like, I don't know which one was worse at that point.
So, let me ask y'all this. Was the mom right in, or was he wrong for having her?
No, the
mom was fucked up.
Mom was horrible.
The mom was broken.
So if that was y'all kid, would y'all have been like, all right, let me go ahead and put them in this jetpack?
Not a damn.
You would try to conserve Vicky. I feel.
Because I ain't gonna lie, when they was walking to the park, sis was out of breath.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, because it was too heavy.
That little shit was like 40 pounds. She was a baby.
She was
when they in Star City.
Yeah.
They went to Star Labs. Like, what the?
Well, but that's the thing. That's where he did the experiment to change Nina. But the thing was, it wasn't to change her to become amphibious. Miscalculation. When they did the genetic transfer, boom, it goes wrong. It is it's Prometheus playing with fire. It's that, hey, you're trying to be a god and you're not, and you're gonna suffer the consequence.
Question.
Sure, what you got, Britt?
And it's gonna sound really dumb, and I'm sorry, but Nina, what she is she connected to? Oh, great! Now I fucking forgot.
Aquaman.
Are you?
Oh, boy from Hellboy.
Yeah, thank you.
Abe Sapien? No, ma'am.
Yeah, my kids asked me the same thing. They was like, "Is that a girl version of the dude from Hellboy?" And I'm like,
no.
So.
Abe was born that way. She was created.
Okay.
And it's two different universes. So no connection.
And then there's also the other aquatic individual from that Something is Water movie.
Oh,
not the boys.
You mean Waterworld?
This nigga.
No.
Oh. Because he had gills. I mean, I don't know.
He did. Waterworld was that was fire.
The one that chick fucked, he lived in that fucking.
You know about The Shape of Water? Or not The Shape of Water?
The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Oh, in like Shyamalan shit.
Yeah, she do look like
No, that's
that.
not Shyamalan. That's not M. Night Shyamalan.
No,
The Shape of
no.
Water is Guillermo del Toro,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
believe.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
del Toro.
My bad. My
But no-
bad.
Was that Brit?
They look very similar in the way that they're constructed.
Oh, yeah.
The way that
Yeah,
they're-
they do.
Yeah.
I forgot about that
Nina,
movie.
if I remember right, Abe
Good element.
Sapien was based on the creature from the Black Lagoon. If I believe that's what Mike Mignola said. He based Abe on the creature from the Black Lagoon, and Nina is pretty much the same. Like that's what they think aquatic, like a human,
Like a hybrid would look.
a hybrid would look. A mer person, a merwoman, a mermaid, a merman. They don't have the fish tail. They actually do. They are bipedal humanoids. But if you're looking, like for me, I think Weasel had a very heartbreaking story, even though it was, hey, animal based and things like that. I think where it drove home was when they were on the plane and he was dreaming.
Mm.
And Nina said, I wonder what he's dreaming. And I think it was Dr. Phosphorus saying, yeah, he's probably dreaming about licking himself and blah, 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 and chasing cars. And you see him wince.
Mhm.
And there's this pain and this sadness on him. And I just said that and I went, why am I feeling for an animated humanoid weasel? What the hell is
Animated
wrong
weasel.
with you?
So I don't
Why
think. No, Anthony,
You
like.
were in love.
What you say, Britt?
Brit?
But no, I just said because he's pure and he loves. His
Mhm.
feelings towards children were pure. There was nothing else but his actual genuine feelings. So that's why you feel for him, because everybody's
Yeah.
looking at him going, oh, he's a bait creature. He's thinking about running. Well, when we think about our dogs or our cats or whatever animal we have, and they're sleeping and they're moving in their sleep, we automatically go to base nature. Oh, they must be running. Oh, they must be blah, blah, blah. But in reality, we found out that animals have nightmares.
Mhm.
And he
Well,
was
and-
having
Mm.
I will say this though, Weasel had his moment with them wolves. That was
Yeah.
cool as
That
hell.
was wholesome.
That was so cool. 'cause
Even
them
my
wolves
dog
look
started watching the TV at that point.
Yeah, when they saw him, and I just love how you went, stick. Go. Man, I thought that wolf was about to bust him up until he went, oh, goddamn, skip. Stick. And gone. And I was like, yeah, that's beautiful. Even when he wanted to protect the princess, he saw the little girl. Because the princess looked just like that little girl.
That's true.
He saw her and he was like, I need to save her. And that's what he was doing until the white men with the guns decided to shoot the brown weasel.
I mean, technically,
Racial.
Nina's
is it
father
racial?
got shot, and he was
In
full
front
blown
of her.
white.
That was Brit's role.
Yeah, I know.
Look at
I was
you.
just trying. I'm
Stealing
reaching
her,
y'all.
stealing her
Like that.
thunder.
Oh, you said what?
That was Brit's role. They shot the brown weasel.
Yeah.
But this nigga.
Yeah,
But I
they
will
did
say-
I
Nina's
did take
dad.
her thunder.
They didn't even try to.
dirty.
They didn't even try to say it a little way. They said priority. Arrest this
Dog,
big
and that's the
envelope.
thing
Lead
that
a
got
white
this
girl.
creature.
And
Lead
what
a
are
white
they
girl.
arresting her for? They had no reason to arrest her.
You talking about Nina?
Yeah.
Nina
I
wasn't
don't-
doing anything.
She wasn't.
It was
doing
just
shit.
fear.
I don't
it was
understand why
fear.
they had guns out. And her father literally had nothing in his hand. So I was just like, oh, James Gunn said, oh, look, white guys get shot too by the police.
I mean, they do.
In the back.
In the
That's-
back.
The fear that white America has for Black America, it
Here
doesn't
we go.
matter what you're different. Therefore, they gonna come at you. Okay, whatever, but it is.
No,
You was waiting.
Here we
You
go.
was
We got
waiting.
this cross. Wait for it. Here we go. Let's go.
And
But hold on. I do
No,
want to
get your
say,
shit off. Get your shit off.
I do want to say
No.
visually,
No, what you doing?
I think how this was written and the visuals, I thought it was perfect because you saw the emotions from all your characters. Now, why was Nina crying when she had a whole little fishbowl on her head? I don't
and her
care.
little
I don't
Her
care, but I
tears
want to see the
floating,
little
yeah.
tears falling because I was just like, oh, okay, so you can see tears in a bowl of.
underwater.
Right.
SpongeBob cry all the time. What you mean?
But see, when you cry in the shower, do you see your tears?
That's true.
No, that's why you cry in the shower.
That's why
If
you
I had-
cry in the
if-
shower.
If I had
don't, 'cause you
a
cry in the
mirror,
mirror.
if I had a
You
mirror,
cry in
I
the
probably
mirror
would
with
see
no-
the cry.
Hold on, Jason. I don't mean to cut you again. Jazz, experienced?
Nigga,
No. Oh, for
That's
crying in the
Okay.
shower. Oh,
that's
hell
when you're
yeah.
supposed to cry.
Okay,
You're supposed to
okay.
cry in the shower.
Y'all
Okay.
ain't
Crying in my
real. I be
pillow,
crying.
Anthony, because then I see the tears.
Okay, because I
I let
was more
Jason do all the dry land crying. I do the crying
Okay.
in the
Right.
shower.
Yeah.
because you're starting to
Right.
sound like a scissor song. That's why I was like, okay, break it down for me.
SZA
Her
be
movie
going.
does come out.
You don't know what.
This
You don't
weekend.
know what she.
Yeah.
You don't know she be crying, happy, sad. What the fuck going on with SZA? She be confused to herself.
But Nina's dad should not have tried to integrate her with other little kids. And that probably would have stopped Nina's backstory completely.
Right.
Like Nina was highly educated. She was smart as shit. She did
Yes.
not need to go to that funky ass school. And even if she did, like you could have put her in another nigga. Where's the X-Men school? You could have put that bitch in that school. Why are you putting her in a regular ass goddamn school?
I'm gonna go to you. I got a layup for you, Britt. It's just like when black parents send their kids to an all-white school and
shit.
thinking they gonna get a better education when they don't need that shit. What you got, Britt? What you got?
That's not the same, but I'm gonna let you cook though. That's not the same.
No, nigga, we gonna cook. Me and Britt cooking right now.
I don't want none of my taste. None of y'all got in there again.
That is forced integration.
You
That
did
is
Afro.
putting already marginalized individuals into spaces that they are not fucking wanted. And those little white/cartoon kids knew what they were doing. They were fucking with her. It's the exact same thing. Once again, it is a parallel to being a black person in a white world.
Welcome to the Hertep Corner that has
kidding.
finally taken over. Was it good though, podcast?
Nah, talk that shit. Talk that shit. Fuck what Jason said. Talk that
What are
shit.
y'all doing?
So now you're supporting it?
No. I just want her to get his shit off. Nah. I'm just here for that. But nah.
It's because she light skinned.
But yeah, man.
You muted? Did you mute it?
I did. I had to make sure we I'm not into what happened. I don't support that. I don't support that thought or those feelings.
What? So you
None of that
muting
shit.
people because you don't support the thought?
I was in it. I went to an all-white school. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Well, I'll say this, Jason. If you went from day one, that's understandable. I went to an all-black school until my junior year of high school. And it's a different
Culture
beast.
shock.
Very much so, because let me tell you something. The first thing my daddy taught me wasn't, hey, man, do your hard work, get A's and stuff. He said, look, you could befriend him. You can talk to him. Just don't drink and do drugs with him. She was taken out of her element and brought and just put into this thing. But also, I think with her dad's intention was to be like, yeah, you're different, but you should be around people and to be acclimated into the world. The sad thing is that kids are trash. And that's why I say the DCU means Dead Children Unlimited. And it is what it is. She got bullied. I'm sorry, that ribbit bitch thing. At first, I wanted to laugh, and then I was like, "Yo, this is kind
I
of."
did too at first, and then I was like, "Oh, that's fucked up."
Yeah, that
y'all
was
wanted
disgusting.
to laugh at Ribbit bitch.
Because
Y'all
it was
are
hurt.
crazy.
Because it was
Fun
funny
at
for a
first. When he was
second.
like,
y'all are
say
bullies.
ribbit bitch.
I
And then
didn't
all of a
think-
sudden,
I thought
he
it was
does
gonna be
it
like, "Oh,
again.
say ribbit bitch," and they was gonna walk away, but he was like, and then he hemmed her up on the locker. I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
this is
that's
I
ain't
wanted
when
her
it
to,
got
I
crazy.
wanted her to have a power where she could because I
I
wanted her to go
wish
to
she
jail
did.
for killing, but she just went to jail for just being being in the wrong pond. Like
I thought she'd have been a waterbender, but no. I guess Daddy don't know how to do good genetic splicing. So again,
There's a lot going on over there.
Go
Don't
ahead.
it? God damn.
Yeah, this editing gonna be crazy as hell.
Praise God.
I'm mad as hell it's me this week. I am
Praise God,
sick.
it's not my week.
Oh,
but
shit.
no, yeah, she went through a lot, man. But the one thing you had to give her, and it's the thing that actually got her murked, was she stayed positive. She stayed Nina. Nina didn't change. Nina didn't change because this cruel world. She wasn't beaten down to become the monster like Phosphorus, the Bride. Hell.
But you see, and you see who made it out alive, motherfucker. It does not pay.
Okay,
It does not pay.
I have a
I
question.
understand that, Bruiser, but what I'm saying is she did not even though she didn't come out smelling roses, she is fish food or, chum.
Fish out of water.
Fish out of water, true. Again, she did not let the world she was brought into bend, break, or fold her.
Yep.
And
But
that's
bitch,
the crazy thing, but it did get her
she
killed.
She just let a white woman do it.
So-
who she was killed
Multicolored.
her. Killed her. He's a perfect example of this world will chew you up and spit you the fuck out if you do not learn how to adapt to the
Right.
cruelty of the world out there. And that's the problem. It teaches you to teach your children, don't be quite so nice, because somebody's going to mark you and somebody's going to take you down.
But she adapted.
Yeah.
She adapted. She just got fucked in the game. She just a victim
She
of the
was slow.
circumstance. Because that was it. She should have went in. But nah, she was just like, wait. She paused.
If
Never
Weasel,
freeze. Black
She
Panther
shouldn't have
told
been
y'all
there.
that.
But she
Nina
wasn't-
shouldn't
Nina
have even
wasn't
been
a-
with that group.
Thank you. That's
That
what I
was
was going to
like-
say. Nina was not a killer.
Yeah,
She
that
was
was
good with water. We was waiting to see what she do with
That
water. But
doesn't
she
mean-
lost.
Amanda should never have put her with that group. She was never a killer.
right.
Amanda put her with hardcore killers, even though
Mhm.
Weasel wasn't one. They thought he was. She should have never been with that group, and she unfortunately did not have balls enough to tell that little girl, "No, I am not a killer. I don't want to have to go out here and kill this princess."
Peer
But like
pressure.
Helene, going back to like the original point about the bride, that's why I say that's manipulation. She knows she's not a killer, but she used her desire to want to fit in to get her to do something that she didn't want to do. That's why I feel like that.
How are they what else were they going to do?
I got
It's
a
just-
side question. What race do y'all think Nina was?
Man, fuck that. She's
White.
a fish.
Right, she's white.
She
White.
started as white, Jazz.
Her
What you
daddy.
mean?
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you didn't see that,
we're not
Okay.
allowing you to bridge
Okay,
the
okay,
question.
okay,
We're not allowing
okay,
you to
Jazz.
ask this
No,
No,
question.
Well, Jazz,
No.
I see where you're going with
You're
it.
not,
I see where you're going with it.
no, you're not.
No, I
No, you
do.
don't. You don't see
I'm
that. Put
just
your glasses
like,
on. Put your
no,
glasses on.
Jason,
You would see
if they
we're
would
not
have
allowing that.
Jason, if they would have found her at the
Put-
fire station, if they would have found her fish ass at the fire station as a baby,
Fish ass? You call her fish sticks? Oh my God. What are you
Okay,
doing?
okay.
first
All
time I
right,
didn't
well,
call
Jazz.
her fish sticks.
You know what? I think, okay,
I'm
I
just
see
saying,
where you're
you
going.
think you have a
Yeah.
character that is pretty much, she assesses all of the shit. When you had the bride jumping out the fucking window, doing all these little tricks and shit, and then she see Nina down there, she was like, how you get down here? She's like, I took the stairs. Why are you sneaking out? We're here to protect them. She was the one that was level-headed. Waller said that in the beginning. That was your level-headed person in that entire crew. She wasn't a killer. Out of everybody, she was not found with bodies around her. The only reason why she was locked up is because she was a fucking fish. So basically, where I'm trying to get at with my question is, she was able to assess a lot of things without emotions fucking her up and was able to not let her past traumatize her future.
Okay.
Nina had the spirit of a black woman.
Oh,
The positive spirit of a black woman. It's just circumstances kind of fucked her up.
so she
Yeah,
had
I ain't gonna
C3.
lie.
So she had C3 gills, is what you're saying?
Sure. If that's
All
where
right.
you want to go with that.
I didn't really see. I see the question
Bantu
you asked,
not
Jazz,
fins.
but I didn't really see black.
Fuck you, Anthony.
I'm too not fans, nigga.
I didn't see
Yeah.
color.
Because I know you're going to say
I didn't see
crochet
color
next.
either.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
didn't
you
see
didn't
black.
see color out of all the race jokes you've been dropping tonight? Oh, all right. Soon as fish is involved,
What?
Jason's like, I don't see color.
It's fish. You eat it.
I would
All
have thought she
goes
may
in
have been
the pot.
Asian.
I bet you did. I'm not
Don't
going to
do
say
that to
why.
me.
But you
Don't
got
do that to
rid.
me. I don't even like Asian girls. Whoa,
It's
I'm not
okay.
into Asian girls like
there
that.
was no insinuations in
No,
there.
I know you. I know you. They don't know. I know you, Jazz. Don't do that. Don't play them. That's why Jason is laughing. I know you, and I don't even date Asian
Jason
girls.
probably was like, I wish I would have said it first.
Yeah, because y'all ganged up on me,
Okay.
man.
But look though. I look at it like, what's the TV show we watch, Jazz? The Sniper Show. Like they had this. No, nigga, the Sniper Show, the show where he was sniping niggas.
Oh, the jackal.
The Jackal. So it's just
Nigga,
like
they
that
kind of
show.
in the same game.
It's just, I'm saying, it was they only had one opportunity to get her, because at that point they had already been surrounded and everything had already happened.
Right.
Now, unfortunately, they stopped too quick to, because I mean they stopped, and it was her hearing that she told them not
Weasel
to
was
do it.
a liability. Let's just call it what it is. I'm sorry, Britt, that's your favorite, but he was a liability and he shouldn't even been out there.
If he wouldn't have jumped in the water, she would have
got killed. Your own teammate was a liability. That's your second teammate that was a liability because Flag was also a liability because he felt the need to fucking call the princess of what y'all plan was.
Did you notice the Arya knife, the Arya knife move that she did?
Yep.
She
the drop?
Yeah, I said, oh shit, she hit the Arya on the ass.
You look at the team as a whole. What they did was they humanized them and showed that regardless of training or reasoning or necessity, you are still going to get people that bring their own perspectives, their own motivations, and their own wants and needs into a situation like this. Because she didn't do what we do in the armed services, which is you break them down to build them back up. She just assumed they're all killers. They all think the exact same way. Yeah, Nina, she's a level-headed one. She'll keep them on track. Not paying attention to the fact that you're going to get a bunch of killers and you're going to get a non-killer. They're not going to listen to the non-killer. They don't want to hear about reason and logic. They respect strength and they respect fear. They were all exactly, to me, when you asked about color, though, I did want to say that what is the easiest way to get white people to see something from someone else's perspective? Make it about white people. So when you take a bunch of white people and you make them outcasts, you draw a parallel to something they don't give a fuck about, which is people of other colors. So, oh no, oh that's so sad, oh poor Nina, because they are all white people. They move in white ways. They speak like white people. They're voiced by white people. They are white people. If you were to take them out of their shell, they're white people. They're utilized to draw in white people, and whether they did it or not, you gave them another perspective. This is what it's like to be an outcast. Because most regular white people don't get too fucked. Life is for them. This was people like them, or individuals like them, or creatures like them. The world wasn't built for them. Whether it goes over their head or not, once again, it's about how white people treat people of color, specifically Black Americans. That's what I think Creature Commandos is about.
Okay, so now DCU now stands for Them Crackers Understand.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the clip.
A hell of a reach.
That's gonna be the clip for the episode. Thank you, Anthony.
Anytime, Jazz, I do for
it's
you.
A metaphor about
it is a metaphor.
White people seeing other perspectives.
Chris,
what's up?
Britt can look at a damn PB&J sandwich and find racism in it.
Oh,
it's not enough brown in this space.
I can tell you all.
It's the segregation of the peanut butter and the jelly.
No. It's the pushing of two minorities to fight each other while the white of the bread covers it.
Yes.
And when it covers it, it makes it a jammed sandwich. That means oppression. That means prison.
And then they try to claim that jam is from them when it's not. Yes. And they try to say we jamming.
But what you don't understand is when you flagellate the blackness of the peanut butter, because you understand the peanut butter comes from the black man from Africa.
No.
And then they take
the
down
jelly,
the edges.
the jam.
They cut the edges off, which is cutting the
Britt, you will look at
history.
a jar of preserves and say preserves is slavery, girl. Please, let's not go there.
Nah, that's not, I'm not gonna lie. Your sidewalk thing, that shit was fast. I love that shit.
And the fact that jelly is full of sugar, which kills you, but tastes really fucking good while you're eating it, it's like cocaine. It actually lights up more first in your brain.
Wait,
like cocaine, guys. I know you got Uncrustables in your refrigerator.
Where is my whistle?
I know you
sweet. Flag on the plate.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, yo, Uncrustable though, they do kind of hit though, especially if you could like put it in the refrigerator. That shit kind of crazy, yo. And I had that as an adult like last year. That shit was fire. I ain't even gonna.
Hey, Jazz, you can't say we going off track because we are talking about a cartoon and this is kind of kiddie meal type stuff. So
no, you're fine. I do got a question for y'all.
What's wrong with you, motherfuckers?
What was y'all best fight scene?
Phosphorus and Rick Flag in the first episode. He was throwing them hands.
Yeah, that was dope.
He said, "He's gonna hop around here. She gonna have you. She's gonna have you hopping like a Mexican doing something." I said, "Wait a minute."
I was like, this seems racist.
I
But I
think
said this ain't my
Phosphorus had
fight, so I minded my black
Yeah.
ass business.
I think Phosphorus had the best interaction when it came to violence.
Yeah.
Especially when he took
Yeah.
that tank out and he just went,
Yeah.
he's
And
like,
then do
no,
that. Like
stop.
that.
And then and I love how when he passed through, it was a nice stencil of the
Yeah.
middle finger
Mhm.
through their faces, you know. And I think the Clayface,
Oh,
Rick
the
Flag,
Clayface. Yeah.
Eric Frankenstein fight was dope in that house.
I
That
was
was
like,
good.
They got their asses whooped.
those
Yeah,
was
but when-
fire.
But when Eric grabbed that, when he went for the socket and Clayface started squeezing him and he grabs it and Clayface thought, oh, yeah, you're going to kill yourself. And Eric starts laughing because what Clayface don't understand is it is electricity that gave him life. I love that because Eric was just like, ha, 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 yes. I'm like, oh, okay, this man is about to bust a nut. I don't know how that's possible, but
Got 'em prongs.
congratulations.
Gotta use the
Yeah.
wrong.
That's how y'all be looking.
Got
It's
you.
crazy.
Got
But
you.
like when Weasel was attacking, what was the lady that was in charge of the
didn't
or
catch
she
that?
was what was the lady that was in charge of the sons of Themyscira?
Cersei.
Oh,
Cersei.
Cersei. Yeah.
Weasel
They don't say
fucked
Cersei, it's
her
Cersei. Yeah.
up. When he was scratching the hell out of her back.
For me, but this is what threw me off. Okay, Cersei is a sorceress. Wouldn't you have put a protection spell on your ass? You know, because right when when Phosphorus grabbed her, like mugged her in her face
Yeah.
and was burning her, I said, "Whoa, girl, you
That
are
was some hella shit though.
It was dope." But I'm like, okay, you just not that good with your magic. Because Enchantress she'd have been prepared. Cersei?
Yeah.
But Cersei's,
No
you gotta
way.
remember Cersei's the original magic that Cersei had was to control others.
Minds. Yeah.
And it wasn't necessarily that she can control shit on herself. It was that she
Yeah,
could.
that's true.
And,
That's true.
you know, Weasel ain't all there, so what the fuck was she gonna control his mind?
Oh man. Weasel
You know
was
what
just
I'm
like,
saying?
wait a minute. I have claws.
Right, right.
Face. He just start digging. And I just love how she's screaming and they're just like, yeah, this is what's happening. We're not gonna stop him. You enjoy that. I thought he was gonna bite her face. Because he was about to open up and take a bite. And I was like, come on, you could do it, Weasel. But he didn't.
We ain't covered too much on GI Robot.
Oh,
Are
look.
you a Nazi?
Right. He just wanted to kill Nazis.
That's
Well,
it.
no, when you asked me who was my favorite character, I was gonna say GI Robot
Nazis.
because I love his backstory when they turn him back on and come to find out the guy that
Nigga
brought him was
a damn white supremacist.
and he just goes.
I love
just
the
love how
fact that
he
he looked around and he was like, wait a goddamn minute, they look like Nazis.
And the one thing I love
Did
about
not-
GI
and did
Robot,
not hesitate.
no, when his legs telescope and he just starts getting taller and taller, and he's like, okay, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're all dead. And I love how he just enjoyed it. It was his pleasure.
It was like a game.
Yeah.
He was
just
getting
went
off.
back
He
down.
was getting off on that, boy.
Oh, yeah. The way he laughed at every bullet that flew through their heads. I still say the coolest one is when he shot that old man with the white beard and his one tooth went with the bullet. I was like, this man, GI Robot, understood that assignment. They never changed him, you know. But sad he didn't stay on long enough, I think. I think if he would have, I bet you he would have killed the princess off the cliff.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he would have done
Oh,
it. All
he
I would have had to
would've took
say
her
was the
out.
bitch was a Nazi.
Nazi.
That's it.
Nazi? Good night. Oh, when he was on the talk show. You
I
remember?
thought he was gonna kill everybody in the
I
audience.
thought
I thought he was too.
Are they Nazis? No, I don't think they're Nazis. That's something a Nazi would say. I was- yes. Let's get this done. I'm not saying it in a racist way, but a lot of the crowd was. Somebody might have been related to a Krauser. To a Krauser.
Actually helpful. He'd be really, really helpful in the next revolution.
Oh dear God,
He'd be
here we
great.
go.
It'll be real helpful in the next 4 years. These motherfuckers, they trying to DEI into the White House right now.
Joe Biden is not appreciative. Joe Budden ain't happy. The internet weeps. But no, I think we are going to have, and he got an upgrade.
He did.
So
Yeah.
and he buffed too. So dude, oh.
I'm
And
like,
I'm
hell, they upgraded his outer form, but the motherfuckers
Yeah.
is still like, is there Nazis? Like,
Are there
I need
Nazis?
you to expand from just Nazis.
I mean, if he go, I mean, America is being ran by, and it ain't by Duncan. So
That's true.
let's be
very
honest
true.
here. Let's be honest.
I'm curious, like
I'm
when
sorry.
he finds
I'm
out
sorry.
that Nina is dead, because that was like his
That's the
favorite.
thing.
Yeah.
But he,
I wonder if
Yeah,
they're gonna bring that up in the second season.
that was his friend, because he
Yeah.
said that. He said we're friends, and I'm like, wow, okay. But you know what I really like? Clayface as the professor.
Yo,
Oh,
so random.
Tell me three things about Thema Skira.
lesbians. I think it was like, what, you don't want to talk about the lesbians?
Oh man, and
That
the
shit was
fact that you had Flag and Eric peeping through the window like
Hell
two
yeah.
peeping
That
Tom.
seems extremely unprofessional.
Professional.
You think she knows what she's talking about? We gotta save the princess. Bitch, shut up. Something else is going on. Something else is amok. Because
Oh,
if anything,
man.
why didn't he, when he's seen the body, why didn't he just call Amanda at that point? Hey, Amanda, it's a dead.
Right.
Like, she's dead up
He
in here.
should've.
How long has she been dead? Maybe this is the bitch that came and seen us, and she got killed right after that.
And from the looks of it, with the flies all over, it's been some days.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm
You
like.
know,
It's been a minute.
Does the
But
princess
again,
plan seem like it made sense?
I was a little confused by that.
I was
mean?
very, because it seemed like
Um,
she had a plan, but then she tried to throw in a wrench in her own plan
Yeah.
for her plan to continue.
mhm.
Like, I don't understand why she felt the need to have Clayface in
well,
any-
she needed Clayface in
to throw
order
up Amanda Waller.
to rile up Amanda, which means first strike America, which also means, all right, we going to war. She wants total war, she wants total world domination. That was the whole point. Look at her army. They all in these Japanese anime mech suits, with fire-ass mohawk feathers. They were ready to go to war. They are technologically advanced too. So
The
again,
the real issue with her plan happened when she couldn't get her boyfriend to kill Cersei right
Well,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the real issue came in. So when that didn't happen, that's when she started trying to put the fail safes to make sure everything, and that's where it fell
Goes
apart
to
at.
plan.
But the
Right.
plan, because she was like, just shoot her in the head, just kill her. It was like, we don't do that in America. Well, that's not what I see on TV.
So,
Yeah.
but let me ask this. Let's just say hypothetically, Flag did shoot Cersei in the head.
America fucked.
Is it
Nothing-
though?
Yes,
I think-
nobody.
yeah,
Well,
she
you
was-
got Superman now.
She was going to attempt to take over.
I guess.
You
Why
still
did
got Superman them though. I don't know how they wouldn't have been able to stop her.
Kryptonite for
Oh,
Superman.
you think she would? Oh, you think she
Oh,
would have
yeah.
had that?
Oh, yes.
Batman has already shown us what the contingency plans are.
Yeah.
So
For
there,
them, but
there-
but you don't think Batman would have a contingency plan for some bitches from Palokistan?
Yeah, but
I would
again,
assume so.
once again, he is still a human being. Not dogging bats, but she could go scorch earth. We didn't know what was in her stockpile other than, the anime soldiers, the mech soldiers, but she might have had some things. Because keep in mind, in a gang, what's her name is, the Hive and Queen Bee, Bialia. That country was mentioned with Dr. Phosphorus. because that's where Rupert was selling his machine to.
Oh yeah.
With yeah. So she was ready.
Damn, Brit.
You know, is that Brit?
I thought that was Thug Nasty over there.
Nah,
again.
Chris is on mute.
Oh, no, he's on mute. So yeah, her plan seemed like it had some legs to it, but they all got shot out. They got shot in the kneecaps. You know, but I do love how they did the shot of the bride pushing her wig back, had her looking like James Evans.
Listen, when you getting your ass beat and then you think of that time when you got you some dick for the first time, that's crazy. But it was a fire scene. But then it's just like
the flashback to that particular point in life was like, how did you get to that point?
That's probably why she was getting her ass beat. She was just like, she was enjoying it too much.
Yeah. We don't know. But so what happens to, what is it? Polistan, Polistavia, whatever. Is it going to become an occupied country?
I mean, it's a monarch. So their queen princess is now dead. So she ain't have no kids. So I'm assuming they gonna start holding some elections maybe, or have a parliament or some shit.
Yeah, because the queen mother is basically rat food. I love how they had her at the table like damn Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
But how were they just able to just walk the fuck out? I'm like, so nobody heard this shot. Nobody came running. You motherfuckers is just like walking out. Nobody is trying to run after y'all.
Hey, look, I love how Bride said, everybody just let's walk out, speed up a little bit. None the wiser. And the crazy thing is that the people that was in there were all diplomats from America, along with Amanda's people, talking to all of the princess's people. So
I wonder if the weasel understood that the princess got killed.
I don't think he did.
They ain't got to tell him shit.
I don't think Weasel is worried about. I don't think he'll be worried about it. He may think about it, but I don't think it was something like.
He's in his mind. She's still alive.
Right.
Give him another white girl to focus on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and look what he was doing when they went back to the jail. Or to the maximum security. He was licking his nuts. He was fine. The world is good again. You know.
He's a typical.
Just he loves the simple things in life, like licking his nuts. So
shoot that nigga. Shoot that nigga season 2.
Well, we thought he had died in the Suicide Squad, but he didn't.
He just keep on popping back up.
He just keep coming
for whatever reason.
Sean Gunn needs a job.
His brother gonna keep him paid.
Keep him working.
I feel that. I would hate if I was a voice on my brother's show and he was like, "You're about to kill your character off." Like, so
but that's what he do. That nigga is used to killing out his close friends.
Right. He does like 20 characters though. The brother does.
He did G.I. Robot too.
I will say, there was a little Easter egg in the final episode. Like every episode, if you watch the credits, the intro, when they get to James Gunn, he's typing at his computer, writing. The final episode, if you go back and watch the intro, he's actually typing the post-credit scene with Frank and the old gypsy woman. Like, I didn't notice until I watched it again.
You pay way too close attention, Anthony.
I didn't notice. I was just looking. I said, what the hell is he writing? And then I saw the words. I was like, oh, he's writing Frank's dialogue. Okay, got you. So, yeah, that's just a little something for the people who don't give a damn, but you will now.
It's a fun fact. I'm here for it.
Yeah. The more you know.
I think we were able to cover a bulk of the series during our discussion.
Pretty much.
Bless you.
We did. Thank you. Appreciate you.
We found white supremacy. Within it. Yes.
It's everywhere. It's always there. No matter what you watch, it's always because white supremacy will find its way into at any opportunity. I'm just saying.
Mute that part.
Talk your shit, Britt. Talk your shit.
Don't do that, Jazz. She gonna text you.
But was it good? But was it good though?
Yeah.
Normally you go to a person and ask them that question, Jason.
Okay.
So you just say it broad and we got a gang of niggas on here. It's just like, so you just going off the whim.
So we'll start with Chris. Chris, was it good?
Yes, it was.
Love to hear it. Helene, get off your phone.
Sir.
Was it good though?
Yes, sir, it was.
Anthony, this nigga here. Was it good though?
It was great. I
Great.
know I screwed the title, but sorry.
Was it good though?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Oh, Gary, was it good?
Yes, it was good.
You hear those
Jason.
things for toes.
I'm not. I mean, one
Don't you
day.
dare. Don't you dare. Not
She
Jason.
showed Dr.
I thought she
Phosphorus showed
I
his
thought
toes.
she was gonna hike him up for a second.
I was
like,
about
oh, shit.
to. I was about to.
Why?
Jason, was it good
Is,
though?
is he watching? Yes. The show. Yes, the show was amazing.
That nigga said, "Is he watching?"
She's trying to show that flexibility, girl. She's like, damn.
Focus. Focus.
Yes,
Focus.
It's good. It's
God
good.
is always watching, Jazz.
That's
She
not
trying
the
to
he
fuck
was
that nigga.
talking about.
God is not the one
do
worried
we
about them toes.
do
God.
we have what you think though?
I have one. Or no, I have two. Well, Chris is one of the what did you think those? Chris gave it a 7.5 out of 10.
So fucking sick of this nigga and these numbers, man. Where you even get these
That's what I do,
numbers
bro.
from?
That's what I do. Listen, y'all lucky. You lucky. I gave it a 0.5. I was gonna.
Pause.
Damn. Okay. Golly.
Pause it.
Okay.
Chris,
Damn.
you done had a whole discussion on this. And I got one more. What did you think though? And your 3 seconds earlier turned into 15. So yes,
That's
I'm about
not
to cut
true.
your black ass
Okay.
off. Just another movie night said the first two episodes were
Episodes. Hello.
Say that again, Medea.
the first two episodes were iffy. Love 3 and 4, liked 5 and 6. 7 was okay, needed something more epic. And those were my only two. What did you think those?
Mm-hmm.
Doing Link of Thrones. We got you do Link of Thrones. Link of Thrones. This is the part of the show or episode where we take a person from the show and we put you on to something that they in or will be in the future. I'm gonna start with you, Anthony, sir. Who do you want to let the people know about?
I am going to talk about Frank Grillo. As you know, Frank Grillo is the voice of Rick Flag Sr. He will be in Superman that hits in July. But I want to talk about another link to him in a movie that I find should have been on Netflix or Sci-Fi Channel. Werewolves.
God.
Yep, Jazz. I liked it, but it should not have been in the movie. But I think people should still check it out because it's The Purge with werewolves. And that's it.
Chris.
Shit. I'm gonna go. Damn, super basic. I'm gonna go with David Harbour and just say with Stranger Things coming up. Looking forward to that. So, we'll see how it goes.
Got you. Helene.
I don't know how to say his last name. Alan.
Tudyk.
Yes, he's Dr. Phosphorus, and he played Clayface. But I mean, that man is literally like the voice of our generation. Apparently, I didn't even know. I was just going off of some of my favorite movies, but apparently, the motherfucker has been in every Walt Disney Animation Studio film since 2012 in some way, shape, or form.
Yep, he's everywhere.
Because I was going off, the first time I saw him was 28 Days with Sandra Bullock, and he was fucking hilarious. So
what project you gonna use?
We will go with, it can be something in the past or something in the future.
It can be either one. I don't know why Jason felt the need just to say the future. Like, we ain't been doing this for almost 3 years, but I digress.
I mean, he's supposed to be in the upcoming Superman movie, so in 2025. I don't know what part, but he is supposed to be in it in some way, shape, or form.
He'll be Phosphorus.
He'll probably be Phosphorus.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
James
he
Gunn
voices
making sure.
he voices a shit ton of people, so who the hell knows? But yes, he is in the next Superman.
Rick, who do you have? No, me. Yes, nigga, you.
Don't you dare.
I was going to say.
Don't let me in.
Oh God, you just said his name too. What's his name from Stranger Things?
David Harbour.
David Harbour.
Oh, you can't use him.
Yeah, interested to see where his collaboration with his wife is going to go, because there's some bad shit going on in the Lily Allen camp right now. So yes, I'm going off of TV and I'm going to gossip.
Okay.
Oh, his wife is back.
Who is his wife?
Lily Allen, the
Lily.
singer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She came in that run with all the drunk British white girls who thought they were soul singers.
Oh, like Amy Winehouse and them?
Amy Winehouse, Lily Allen, Adele.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Brother was.
Yeah, her father is an actor out there.
Hold up. So, Britt, who's your person?
What's his name? David Harbour.
So you
Harbour?
wouldn't you can't use him because he was already used.
Chris already used him.
Oh,
Just go
that's
with
it.
Viola Davis, girl.
I was going to say Viola Davis. Oh, well, she's got like, oh, I'm sorry. Actually, the Untitled Harriet Tubman Project. I can't wait for that.
Hopefully it's better than the one with Cynthia Erivo.
Right?
Okay, nobody can seem to get shit right when it comes to fucking Hollywood.
Look,
Wait, so who's your person?
Viola Davis.
Okay.
Viola Davis.
And she's in what?
The Harriet Tubman Project.
She's doing a Harriet Tubman movie.
Yep.
Oh, shit. Okay.
They just need to do what they were supposed to do and put Julia Roberts as Harriet Tubman. And
Go.
everything will be
All
fine.
right, next.
Shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck out of
Jazz.
here.
Who, Jazz?
Lord Jesus.
I am going to go with Indira Varma. She was the bride. She was in
Oof.
Game of Thrones.
She was.
Yes.
Oh.
As the Serpent Queen, basically.
Yes, honey.
Ooh.
And for me, I am going with Diedrich Bader. He
Mhm.
played King Shark. He was Harvey Dent, Two-Face in the Batman Cape Crusader.
That was
Yep.
a very good show.
Ooh, man. Is there a season 2 of that coming?
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
it is.
anything. Did they
Yeah,
announce
it is.
it?
Yeah, they've been announced it.
Black.
Okay.
He had a small
Sweet.
role, but it was a good role.
Mhm.
I thought there was Sylvester Stallone at first, but I was like, nah, they ain't bring him back for it. Sylvester
You
ain't
also should realize that Dietrich Bader is Jethro the Bodine in the Beverly Hills Hillbillies movie, and he is also the voice of good old Boomhauer
Is it?
in King of the Hill.
Boom Hour.
going. He does a he plays a lot
Yeah, I
of
think he was
Batman and a
Boomhauer.
lot of
Either
stuff too.
Boomhauer
Though.
or Dale. Yep.
Wait, what's his
Dietrich
name?
Bader. Oh, he was also the voice of Batman as well in
And a lot of
Batman:
stuff,
The
though,
Brave
not
and the
just-
Bold.
He does Batman a lot.
Mhm.
But I know him from Whose Line Is It Anyway? But I ain't want to say that.
You didn't remember him from the Jim Carrey show?
Nigga? What? What Jim
Oh.
Carrey show?
Not Jim Carrey, Drew Carey.
I was so confused.
Whose Line
I
Is It
said,
Anyway,
when
right?
did
I mean,
No,
but
no, no.
they didn't they go from that to that?
Yeah, but Drew Carey came first.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, okay, yeah. See, nah.
Yeah, he played Drew's
Well.
buddy. Yeah, that's right. I forgot he was a wee tot during them days. He was a little one.
Hold on, let me see what Drew Carey.
Well, you go ahead and do your searches there. We are going to go ahead and conclude Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Michael,
Thank you
if
for
you
having
watched this, thank you so much for joining us. Chris, as always.
We love you, Mike.
Y'all go ahead and I'm talking ish. Y'all go ahead and plug y'all stuff and let folks know where they can find y'all.
For
While
damn
Jason
300 episodes.
Yeah, man, it's been on for a while. All right. Hey, yeah, Talking Ish, a podcast amongst friends. We drop every Monday when my computer works. On YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are there. Beautiful thing is we are in the visuals, so we are on YouTube, as well on Spotify, so you could watch or listen. Apple Pod, well, Apple trillionaires, but they do not want to mess with. They don't want to put us on Apple TV, but we come out every Monday. We basically wax politically, philosophically, and humorously at all things life. Episode 137 should be out by the time this bad boy drops. We should be on 138. And we always love to have Jazz and Jason on because I know we're going to get the toes with Jazz and an argument between them two Negroes, Helene and Jason, who
Did-
constantly fight
did-
like a
did you-
married black
did you-
ass
did you-
couple.
That's 'cause he's
did
stuck.
you- Did you
Don't-
hear any arguing tonight?
Jason, how you cut
Put that
him
ass
off?
in check because I put that ass
Not
in
yet.
check. Ain't none of that.
See?
Go ahead,
See?
Anthony. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was
You
just trying to prove. I was
did.
trying to prove a
Oh,
point.
You
I was
knew
just trying
what
to
you
prove-
were
I was just-
doing.
I know. Did she say
Exactly.
something?
In
But-
what world did Jason
Helene,
put
fight
somebody
back.
in check?
Helene,
Look,
fight
look,
back.
don't tell her to fight. Don't tell her to
In
fight
what
back
world?
because she was fighting back the whole time, right? I don't even think so.
No.
Thank you,
Helene was chilling for real.
Chris.
Helene was chilling
Chris,
for
we
real.
appreciate Helene.
I just want to say one.
Helene.
I want to say one more thing.
Helene.
We are on a quest. We're on a quest to get 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you do watch this amazing podcast known as Was It Good Though podcast,
Chris,
go
what are you
ahead,
doing?
check us out. Because if you ain't watching us, your mama didn't raise you well.
They over there hungry as hell, boy.
Nah, that wasn't
Jason.
food. That wasn't food. That wasn't food. That wasn't food. That
Let
wasn't food.
Anthony finish. God.
Oh no, I'm actually done. So yes, please, if you are watching this amazing podcast, come check us out. Stay for, come for the laughs, stay for the conversation. We'd love to hear from you because we do read y'all comments. So come
And
on
unlike
through.
this show, we might show boobs on ours. So there's
Yeah,
always that.
there has been a breast exposed.
Oh yeah, the slightly annoyed mixed chick loves showing hers. Not like full frontal, but it's a lot of cleave. A lot
Yeah.
of cleave.
It's very Grand Canyon-ish. So
Yeah,
bring the
yeah.
family. It's like
Yeah.
a vacation.
Yeah.
I have in a turtleneck. There's nothing I can do about it. There's not a fucking thing I can do.
Basically, she's top heavy like Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife.
Yeah.
She dead?
Yo, that's a
Stupid.
horrible comparison, dog. That's a terrible comparison.
It kind of is.
Do she not have big titties?
Chris,
I
we
mean-
appreciate you.
You could have picked somebody else, Anthony. Damn.
Chris, we appreciate you for coming out and chatting with us. Thank you. But let the people know what you got going on. Please
Oh,
don't talk
man,
about your titties.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Nah. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Chris LaFleur. Also, I'm gonna shout out my letterbox. People don't do that.
Let's go.
Same handle. I have a blog at Crazy Scary Cool where I write, obviously, about various things, mainly movies, TV, and other like sometimes books. I like to read, so sometimes books too. So yeah, that's just I mainly talk about sports, movies, and then random thoughts. But yeah, follow me on there, and we can chop it up.
Yes.
Did you just ask him to holler at you?
I said chop it up. Did I say holler at me? Did I?
We know what the
very-
translation is. But
I said chop
okay.
it up. Yeah, chop it like we can chit chat.
Yeah, fuck out of here, nigga.
That was to everybody. Nah, you reading too much into it. Nah.
If a
Jazz,
dude hit you up, was like, I want to chop it up.
Yeah.
You be like, nigga, I don't know you.
Jazz, it's not like he went.
Okay.
Right,
At
come
me, y'all. Okay. Y'all give me a
Right.
follow. Okay. Niggas gotta be semantics over
Don't
here.
say niggas,
So
it's
y'all follow me.
Jazz. Say,
Yeah, Jazz, yeah.
Put a name on it. It's just her.
I know.
What you got? What you got, Britt?
I just really want to plug my website, Slightly Annoyed Mixed Chick Art. Just please check it out, especially the art piece of the month. It's based upon the execution of Marcellus Wallace. If you take a look at it, it's got not just the art piece itself, but it's got some history when it comes to Black men and incarceration, execution, falsely accused, everything. Every month I put up a new piece with some backstory, and I have a series, childhood. One of them is he fits the description, so just check it out. And you can always buy print.
Isn't Marcellus Wallace the dude from Pulp Fiction?
I'm sorry, Marcellus Williams. I apologize.
I was like, am I tripping?
You caught
Okay.
that. Oh, because that name
I-
sounded
that-
familiar.
I was
And
like, is that my
I should know who
cousin?
that is.
Did Big Ray die? Did I know?
Her using his
Holiday is
character
hard to
name
do.
would have been crazy.
I mean, he got pumped in the booty, but I don't think he got.
Hey.
That was such a wild scene.
Yeah, it really was.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what?
it was going crazy. on them.
He became
Bring out the
Holiday's heart.
gimp.
He became Holiday's heart because of that.
stop.
He was Holiday before
Stop.
that.
I think it was Holiday before
No,
that.
it was not.
No,
he
I
was
think
not.
yeah, I think
Holiday Heart
Holiday was
came
like
way
2000.
after that.
Was it
After
after?
that. It was even after
I'm
Baby
pretty
Boy.
sure.
It was after
Yeah.
Baby Boy.
Way
Yeah,
after
yeah.
that, like
Pulp
It
Fiction
was
was
after
not
Baby
Pulp-
Boy.
Pulp Fiction was 94, and I think Holiday Heart was early 2000s.
Was Pulp Fiction 94?
You
Yeah, it was
right.
94.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Damn, he
Yeah.
threw that wig
Yeah,
on after
94,
all of
95.
that.
Oh, Jesus
So
Christ.
you mean to tell me he said,
We
"Nigga,
call
take that
range.
fall"?
That was
Britt, I
range.
was
The man
like,
is
I'm
an
like,
actor.
you are doing art on Pulp Fiction characters?
Like,
That's
damn,
fire, though.
nigga. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But episode what's this? 136 out last week. Not we got Nosferatu. Next week 138. We discussing one of them days. What is it? One of them
Just
days.
one of them days. Yeah.
Just
One of
them
those days.
One of those days with SZA and Keke Palmer. So yeah, that's gonna be exciting. We got, I think, Ant coming back for that one, right?
Yeah, I'm going to see it, man. I'm supporting Black women this time.
Me too.
You're
Me too.
welcome.
Y'all got a big fan base even over there in Great Britain, apparently. Right, Jazz?
Yeah.
Blimey's love
What she
you.
say? What you say?
Yeah.
The Brits love y'all, man.
What'd you say?
Oh, fuck. Oh, I see what you doing. You saving
you
the
say?
shade for the end of the show. Nothing. We not tapping in. I caught you. Motherfucker. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Mufasa. Mufasa.
Wait,
I
nah,
thought Jazz was gonna go into that Jamaican. You can't trick me.
We're not
Trick me.
we're not dedicating any kind of energy to that bullshit.
I thought
But-
the Brits like y'all, but we'll leave it alone.
Well, we got some Brits that do and some Brits that don't, but either way,
Oh, well.
kiss my
Good theory,
ass.
though. But episode 137, dedicated to the creature Commandos, created by, well, the TV show created by James Gunn. I don't know who did the comic book. Until next time, this is the What's It Good Though podcast. I am one half of the pod. I am Jason.
I am Jazz. Thank you so much, y'all, for chatting with us tonight. Definitely appreciate it. This is the What's It Good Though podcast. Cheers.